Wait a minute. Hey, it's the Red Room. It's the Red Room. Yes, sir. That's right, man. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, cats, dogs,
ladies and gentlemen,
frogs, pollywogs, and all that good stuff, man. It's your boy YaBoyKWhit, man. We back in the building, man. Red Room, another episode. Yeah, you ain't seen the polywog in a minute. Shout out to Benya.
Gullah Island on y'all boys.
Okay. But we back in the building, man. You know how we do it each and every week. This is a special week, actually. We're going to have two episodes. A special one coming up later on. We're going to give y'all more information about that. Yeah. We going to jump it off like how we jump it off, man. Each and every week, man. Your boy YaBoyKWhit and the homies in the building, man. We in the Honeycomb Hideout. We had to just kick your baby mama out because, you know, that's what we got to do. But you know what I'm saying, man.
She'll be home in a few.
Yeah, she'll be home shortly. But I feel the energy today, fellas. I feel the energy. Yeah. This is gonna be a good one.
Yes.
We put in the work. We put in the time. And now we got to get to grinding, man. So you know how we do, man. Each and every week, man. Let's talk about who's at the table, man. What's up, man? We got my boy T Sweat, also known as T Sweat. Better yet known as T Sweat. T Sweat.
All
right, man. We got my man Jay on the MIC. Jay, what it do though?
Here.
All right. And we got my man Coach Joey, aka Macomilly. Mac, what it do though?
What is happening, man?
Okay, man. We're gonna talk about your boys, both of your boys today, bro. And you already know me, man. It's your boy YaBoyKWhit, man, aka Hustle Westbrook, your mama #1 draft pick, man. I put the eggs back into position in the refrigerator before I left. I also decided to go. I forgot. I really forgot to let you know that I took the last Capri Sun, but it's all good, man. I promise you, I'm gonna get another one next time I come back through.
They
but
have plastic in them, man.
Yeah. What, they got plastic in the Capri Suns?
Yeah. Don't you hate when you get one of the Capri Suns and it don't got the straw over?
Oh,
bro. Like, how you gonna drink that? Bro. You strategizing trying to say
listen, I hate it when you get it and the straw just bend at the spot and you can't get it in there. Oh, it's the worst.
Why it felt like that was like a whole cup of drink when we was younger.
Bro, listen.
It's like one sip now.
Yo, 2-3 squeezes out of Capri Sun, it's over with as a grown man, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know we having a great time like normal. Like we gonna talk about like probably some our favorite sports drinks too. That's a great one.
That'd be a good one.
That would be a great one.
Hold on real quick though. Them Kool-Aid ones where you had twisted top off.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was clutch, right?
That's a good stress reliever right there.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro, you had them joints frozen? Oh man.
It was, man.
A stress reliever.
I was saying you chewing on it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you chewing on the bottle cap? Yeah. I did that. Right. I did. I was infamous for that. Well, but you know what I'm saying? This is how we gonna do, fellas. We're gonna jump right into it. Topics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We ain't got no numbers. We just gonna get right to it, man.
Let's get to it, man.
I think one of the most exciting things that we've been doing and getting ready for is pretty much the NFL season. And guess what, y'all? It's finally 9 days away. What you know about that?
Yeah, it's about that time, man.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm looking at they got the flyover when they do the flyover the stadium like that first week, and they do the national anthem, and the fireworks is going off, and the crowds are ready, and we got like little Timmy see his first football game. He's got a hot dog. His dad's got a beer. His dad's gonna drop the beer because his favorite team's losing or something like that, and then you know what I'm saying, somewhere in there it's gonna be a fight in the stands versus like a two fan. Like I can't wait for that feeling, bro. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my man Jay, who we are going to send him to one of several games, this season, because we talking Charlotte, we talking Atlanta, we talking Jacksonville. Jay, you going? We going, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see a lot of bums, basically.
A lot of bums. Man. We got to see a couple bums, man. So look, you know how we do, fellas. Let's get on the ball. Like right now, what are we noticing around the league that's standing out to us? You know what I'm saying, from each and everybody's perspective. Joe, you know you always got the NFL on lock, man.
Well, today, teams by 4 p.m. today, Tuesday, teams had to cut all their roster to 53-man, so their initial 53-man roster is available for each team. Mm-hmm. It was some surprise cuts here and there. Some unsigned USFL who got gigs who permanently made the roster.
Hey, to the USFL.
For my specific team, LA Rams, we really didn't have too many surprise cuts, but we did have a surprise player, Lance McCutcheon, a wide receiver, big body wide receiver, kind of reminds you of Mike Evans-ish type guy. Mm-hmm. He made our roster. He really had a special preseason. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jacoby Durant, a 4th-round pick out of South Carolina State University. He officially made the roster. That was a shoe-in, though. You know what I'm saying? And we just ready, man. We just ready to try to attempt to run it back. Marlon Mack got cut from the Houston Texans.
Very unsuspecting.
People really didn't expect that. So that clears the way for Damian Pierce to be the running back one there. Fantasy football guys, y'all might want to take a look at him. He's gonna get a lot of touches. Just I was just looking at a lot of rosters around the league and seeing what's going on competition wise.
You know, and as we go forward, you know, one of the big moves that happened earlier today, you know, kind of unsuspecting for both sides, or I think most people. The Eagles traded 2 draft picks to the Saints for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling like the Eagles are putting all the chips in the middle of the table.
They loading up, ain't it?
Yeah, like
they getting that secondary right. That's really the only question mark that they had. Because they had Darius Slay now.
Right, they do have Darius Slay.
So they add and helped it to him. You know what I'm saying? They went and they signed when the Giants cut Bradbury. They went and they signed him. So now they got a number 2 corner to go along with Darius Slay, and now they got that safety position sold up with this trade, the acquisition they had today.
And I'm really feeling the you know, the all in type. Like, this is it. This is our year. We got the draft picks. We got A.J. Brown. You know, we got our quarterback. Blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. And for real, we have to keep an eye on Philly this season. You know what I'm saying? And we of course we're going to get into that fantasy talk. You know what I'm saying? And their quarterback being a 2-way dynamic quarterback. I'm really looking for Jalen Hurts to do some maturing, not only in the pocket but outside of the pocket this season. I really can't wait for it. I mean, you know, although I'm rooting for the team on the other side of Pennsylvania, but for real, like Jalen Hurts and the rest of the Eagles fan base. You know, shout out to all my Eagles fans out there. Like, you know, fly Eagles, fly, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm really waiting for. Thank you. I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them to, you know, show some love or get some love shown to them as they progress this season, because the Eagles was, you know, like maybe a quarter away from possibly going to the championship game. Just about. If Jalen Hurts would have made like a mistake, you know, it was possible they could have did it.
They definitely are my favorites to win the NFC East.
Right.
I will say that. They loading up on both sides of the ball. Defense look complete. Offense looks scary. I think Jalen Hurts had a pretty good off season and preseason. Right. So I believe that they're gonna open the playbook up a little bit more. They led the league in rushing last year. They were the number 1 team in rushing yards. Crazy. I think with the acquisition of A.J. Brown on the other side with Devontae Smith, and then you got Dallas Goedert at the tight end. They saying he getting a ton of targets in practice.
Dallas Goedert is coming out.
Hurts number 1 target in practice and everything. So I really think they're going to kind of not switch it up, but I think it's going to be more pass oriented in the offense. So I think they're gonna be able to kill you with the run. They're gonna be able to play action you when you think they're gonna be running, and then AJ Brown or Devontae Smith get open across or over top. And it's gonna be deadly, man. And that defense looks pretty special. That whole division has a weak schedule. I believe if you look at who has the easiest schedules, I believe all 4 teams in the NFC East are. They're
top heavy is what a good way to put it. They're top heavy. A lot of the teams in the NFC East, they got tougher opponents towards the front of their schedule. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple Thursday night games. We're gonna get into the scheduling, but like they're heavy front loaded schedules. The back end, hopefully without injury, we'll see exactly, like, especially, you know, because the injury plays into every NFL season.
That's a part of the season.
You know, so we got to see what comes out on the back end of that. In other news, big deal, little deal, no deal. We kind of figured it out, right? So Jimmy G. All right, also known as Jimmy Garoppolo, a.k.a. porn star Jimmy. Right, so Jimmy Garoppolo has been made the highest paid backup in the NFL right now. So, like, fellas, like, what do y'all think about that? Because, you know, the idea is the San Francisco 49ers have pretty much given the keys to the game to Trey Lance. Shout out to Big Body. Okay,
have they? Yeah. If they sign Jimmy G, like, if they didn't want to let Jimmy G go and say, hey, because cutting Jimmy G or trading or facilitating a trade for Jimmy G would be basically saying, hey, Trey Lance, this really is your team because he out the door. But us
that might
re-signing him
second guessing
to be in the backup, you know what I'm saying, keeping his no trade clause intact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Does have no trade
keeping
clause.
that perk for him, you know. is that basically saying, hey, Trey, you kind of on the leash here. If you kind of mess up, and we the 49ers, we went to the NFC Championship game last year. If you come in and
if you don't
start
do
the
the
season off,
thing,
we start the season off 3-5. Hey, man, we might let Jimmy G work these back 8-9 game stretch to see if we can do something.
You know what it reminds me of, kind of, sort of.
It's kind of.
You remember
Trey? I'm uneasy.
You remember how of course, in Philadelphia, Carson Wentz was held really high in esteem. Then all of a sudden, everybody was murmuring, well, Nick Foles did win the Super Bowl last year. We could put him back in. I'm kind of really getting that kind of vibe from it. It's not, and it's no disrespect to Trey Lance, because I want to see the young man do well. I
want to see him do good too.
He looked really good, except for maybe one preseason game.
He has his ups and downs.
Yeah, he has his ups and downs, and that's noted. That's known to happen for sophomore quarterbacks. So we're not going to judge him based on those 3 games. But right. But of course, the whole thing is, can it be his team if Jimmy G is still lingering in the locker room? That's like breaking up with your girlfriend, but not changing the pillow that she used to sleep on, and then rolling over and every once in a while smelling her scent on the pillow.
Right.
Oh man,
smelling Jimmy G.
Right? Yeah, they still smelling Jimmy G.
Or it could have been a move for the 49ers front office and Brad saying, "Hey, we just not gonna let Jimmy G go for nothing. We're gonna try to get something for him." Because if they would have cut Jimmy G would be starting quarterback for either Seattle. Seattle would have came and scooped him up quick, or maybe Houston would have came and gave him a look.
Yeah,
he would have been playing for somebody.
Or
Cleveland would have came and gave him a look until Watson come back.
Or what if something negative happens on another team and then Jimmy G takes command? We didn't think about that one, Jay. What about that?
It's gonna have to happen in the first 6 weeks, because the NFL need to adjust that too.
How we gonna set that guy? They might do a game week 2, man.
Wow, man,
it's gonna be nasty, man.
Okay, so
I can't wait for week 1, man.
It's coming. It's coming. It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
Boy, you gonna be a chicken without a head. Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, in other news, right? So we was talking about it. Saying Jay and I were talking about it off camera. So Jay, give us your take on Baker Mayfield's rant about game 1 against his former team.
Okay, I was thinking about the cops.
Oh, you won't let that man. You won't let that man run, bro. You won't let that man run, bro.
Run.
Yeah,
but people don't know. An interviewer asked Baker, you know what I'm saying,
right,
his intentions or what he got planned in store for week 1.
He let him know.
Comes back to play Cleveland.
And he let him know,
and he said, in his words,
right,
I'm gonna fuck them up.
Wow. and
that's real Baker-esque.
That's real.
I like this.
I like it.
I like the swag.
I like it.
Hey, Carolina needed that fire, man.
Yeah, they need that too.
I don't even think Sam Darnold talk, bro.
No, Sam Darnold.
The last thing I heard him say was he goes. That's the last thing I heard him say.
Sam Darnold like the.
I had to hear that on TV.
Sam Darnold like the Derrick Rose of football. You never really hear his voice until the last minute.
I feel. Shout out to Sam. I feel kind of sorry for him, man.
I thought it was a worse injury than it was. I think it's only a high.
Yeah, just a high ankle sprain. Yeah, it looked bad on the replay.
He can come back. He can come back shortly. But the idea is, of course, with him not being able to practice, he lost the chance to possibly start. Yeah. Which,
they named
which probably was going to happen.
Shout out to Geno Smith too. He got to start a position.
I know Drew Lock. I know Drew Lock 38 hot about that.
Yeah,
because week 1 they played Denver. He traded him to Seattle, so he don't even get no get back. I know he upset about that, bro.
Listen, you gotta know what the deal is when you playing, okay? Because Geno Smith been waiting to be a starter since he got his jaw broke.
Oh yeah,
in the Jets. Yes. But Geno, and at the time, Geno Smith was all right. So now he got his opportunity. And he's back.
I think Geno gonna play better than Carson Wentz.
I think people. Wow. I think Geno gonna play. I think he's gonna surprise us.
You think so?
I think he's gonna. I'm not saying him. Not
seeing which one.
Top.
You talking about Geno gonna surprise?
Top 15 quarterback. Geno Smith surprise.
You think top 15?
Top 15. Geno Smith.
Top 15 like this. He got the weapons because DK right there.
Yeah,
Lockett's still there.
Right. He has the weapons.
They got Noah Fant now.
And let's
top 15,
top 15, top 15, bro.
But you know, Pete gonna run that ball, man.
Yeah,
he got no run.
That's gonna be his thing.
Geno not a good quarterback, bro.
Listen, all right. I'm just gonna be. I gotta ask the experts. So Jay, real quick. In a 2 quarterback league, would you take Geno Smith somewhat towards the back end of your draft?
The answer in his first name.
Geno. No. All right, well, that's a good one.
No, G.
Okay.
How many teams are there? 16?
16?
16 teams in the league.
In the league? Yeah.
Possibly.
If possibly, you might. It's QB2, maybe. Yeah. All right.
It's about 16 teams in the fantasy league.
16 teams in the fantasy league, y'all.
That's a crazy first league.
That's a real league.
Your first
I like
quarterback.
to say real leagues is 12 teams are over.
See, we're gonna have more male fantasy talk. We're coming up on that. Mm-hmm. Now another big thing going on in the NFL that I noticed, and I know y'all saw it too, right? Is Lamar Jackson's contract negotiations.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Now this is. I think this is different. As you all, or as you may not know, Lamar Jackson is actually representing himself during these contract negotiations. Yeah, he is. He's representing himself.
You don't got an agent?
No, he does not. His mama was his agent technically.
Just like Devontae Freeman.
Right. Yeah, his mom was.
See how this works out.
So like the idea is, and I've seen it on several different shows, quarterback contracts are some of the most incentive laden contracts of all of the positions in the NFL, because of touchdowns, yards, completion percentage, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. And then of course now you Lamar Jackson, you got to also incorporate running, you know, his rushing ability. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So how we going to, grade him? How we going to give him money for this and so on and so forth? You know what I'm saying? And it continues to go on and go on and go on and go on. So like, is he losing by negotiating his own contract, or is he maybe he's setting the precedence? Maybe he's being a trailblazer by doing it on his own. Like, what's your guys' take on that one?
That's tough right there. I say whether he represent himself or if he has a Drew Rosenhaus, a famous agent, either or, this man deal should be done. Right. The deal should be done.
Yeah.
Like, what is taking so long, Baltimore? This is a generational talent. This guy can get it done in a plethora of ways with his feet, with his arm. He has high IQ. To me, your offensive philosophy doesn't really complement everything he can do, because you don't pass as much as I think you should pass. They really run the ball heavy in Baltimore, but the deal should be done. To me, the deal should be done. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Hopefully they don't try to Kirk Cousins this man and franchise and tag him again. Get the deal done.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Kirk Cousins is one of the smartest brothers out there.
Kirk got a bag.
Kirk got the bag.
Kirk got his bag. From Washington and
Kirk got two big checks back to back, and then say, you know what? When I go over here, I'm gonna make them pay me all the way, brother. Pay
fully
me,
guaranteed. Yeah,
fully guaranteed. But Kirk, okay, so what I was also looking into when I was trying to get everything together for today, right, was like sticking with Lamar Jackson, right? Yeah. So, okay. Is he worth a $250 million fully guaranteed contract?
Yes.
Okay. In your mind, okay, let's lay it down. You know, a former MVP.
Yes.
Right. Check. Okay. And then let's look at somebody who's been in the spotlight really recently.
Even before
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson got it. He got to get it.
Like. Him being a former MVP,
Deshaun Watson got it, so he got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he should get more than them.
Is it Deshaun Watson where you giving him the fully guaranteed, or you going to give him the Kyler Murray where it's the most guaranteed, like as far as years are concerned?
I mean, I think it's going to have to be long term, at least 5-year deal. To me, fully guaranteed. I'm not going to lie.
That's very unheard of. It's been a lot of times.
I think Cleveland did that because they had their Cleveland. They haven't had a good quarterback in forever.
And at the same time, they knew.
He's trying to get fully?
That really.
He's trying to do that?
I don't know.
But see, the thing, okay, the idea is if Deshaun Watson got a fully guaranteed contract.
But see, Deshaun got that because it was a bidding war. It was a bidding war for him. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to outbid Atlanta and Carolina for his services. So I think Cleveland did that as like, the big joker.
You
gonna come here
like,
and be our
ain't nobody going
future.
over this. Like
nobody was gonna do that. I don't think no other team was gonna give him a fully guaranteed contract.
I think the
situation that it was.
This
facing.
is my opinion. I could be really wrong. They knew the hammer was coming down. So they were like, well, look, we're gonna give you all the money so you can pay off.
Oh yeah,
your lawyer, so you can pay off these women because we want you when you get on that field. We want you focused. Well, I don't want you worrying about the money. I want you worried about playing football. So here goes a fully guaranteed contract. You're gonna break off about $15 million just for these court proceedings, and then the rest of it you can have. But in Lamar Jackson's case, I'm more so the sense of okay, you were the MVP. You're a dynamic quarterback. So can we not worry about you hurting yourself?
I mean, it's football. It's a contact sport. He runs the ball more than any quarterback in the league.
So
he can get hurt.
Week 7, like you know what I'm saying. That's what they don't want. They don't want that week 7. I mean,
my thing with Lamar Jackson. Okay, this man won the Heisman Trophy. Came into a situation in Baltimore where Joe Flacco was the quarterback. They were sucking that year, Joe Flacco, when Lamar was a rookie. They inserted Lamar. He took them to the playoffs.
Lamar.
Even though they lost the wild card, he turned their season around, led them to the playoffs. Next year, took the league by storm, win the NFL MVP. They try to put a knock on his name. Hey, he can't get out the first round. Okay, boom. They beat the Tennessee Titans. Knocked them out of the playoffs. Okay, so this guy and then last season, injury after injury after injury plagued season on both sides of the ball. Defense, your running backfield hurt. They still start off 8-3, and then Lamar gets hurt, and then they lose their last 6 games.
Right.
So
it shows you his worth.
Yeah, with this man on the field, you win over 70% of your games. When he's out of the lineup, you can't win.
And shout out to Hundley too, because Hundley
pretty good backup.
Hundley put on really good. I liked him this preseason. He's not Lamar.
He's not Lamar.
If Lamar had
baby Lamar,
funny story. Me watching, I'll be watching. I'm listening. I'm doing research. So funny story is Brett Hundley and Lamar Jackson actually played each other one time, and Brett Hundley won. And then he pledged. Nah, this was high school.
Oh, okay.
And
that did happen in high school.
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson said he pledged to never lose to that man again. And technically, he never did.
Hey.
Technically, because they teammates now, but they was like they the best of friends. The quarterback room is really deep like that.
What y'all think the holdup is on the Baltimore Ravens organization side of the thing? What do you think the holdup is of why the deal isn't done?
To be real, I like to think that it's a cat and mouse game, and I feel like he's lowering his value by not having a representative that's going to go A, B, C, D, and there's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for banging on tape, but I think I think that plays a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, and this is me for instance, and I know this basketball, but like, have you ever seen Rich Paul look just normal? Just regular stern face. He does no expressions, no nothing. It looks really no nonsense. And I can imagine going in there and be like, hey, LeBron won $32 million and walking out the door, and you gotta pay him. You know what I'm saying? You have no choice because Rich Paul's name carries so much weight in the world of agents. Drew Rosenhaus. Mm-hmm. Drew Rosenhaus's name carries weight in the world of sports. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Characters like
it probably would have happened.
I can't think of the two brothers. The two brothers that I can't think of their names right now, but I follow them on Instagram. Their name holds weight in the world of being an agent. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that he's diminishing his value by maybe, and I'm not taking away from none of this brother's intelligence at all. So he might be in there really kicking game about what he needs as far as, you know what I'm saying, what he can get incentive wise, yards after the catch, all that kind of stuff. Well, not yards after the catch because he's a quarterback, but the incentive part, he may actually have that down pat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm unsure. I think he should have had an agent and not his mama. You know what I'm saying? And I respect to Mrs. Jackson because she got him this far. Mm-hmm. Ms. Jackson got him this far. Sometimes you got to let your mama be your mama and let her do her thing.
Nothing wrong with keeping the money in the family though.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that.
Get like with a 5% cut, some negotiated rate. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about a $250 million contract,
I need the money.
Yeah, that's what
I need a killer in there for me. I need a shark. My mama. I love
Some people mamas are
She might be.
Yeah, okay. Very true. Very true. I might not know Miss Jackson like that. Miss Jackson, don't you come for me.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Don't come for me, Miss Jackson. Okay.
He is for real.
All right.
The deal need to get done though. Seriously,
deal
man.
needs to
This
get
is a generational talent. Where you gonna find another Lamar Jackson at Baltimore?
Jay, what you think?
Built your whole organization.
How you seeing this? Your team is here. Baltimore's right there. You crossing the bridge. How you feeling about the reaction to the contract negotiations right now?
Y'all don't want to know what I think about Lamar Jackson.
Nah, we do.
We do.
I mean,
Because he's right there. You got to see him.
I got to see him. I got to see him put together a full season of
Without injury.
Not
NFL
only that,
MVP season.
right? Not only that, it's just I just need to see more arm talent, man. I hate to say it. Like I just need to
You
see
think
more.
that's his fault, or you think that's his lack of outside weapons on outside?
I need everybody to
But
collectively.
they trade away Hollywood Brown. His deep
Right.
threat.
I need everybody collectively say, okay, I did everything I was supposed to do, and then let's see the results. Until then, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Lamar, man.
Let's keep it real. Now, this was a poor free agent signing period for offense for the Ravens. Defensively, now they got Matthew Judon back and all kinds of stuff like that. But offensively, you do have a point there, G.
In the draft, in the 4th round, they took back-to-back tight ends. Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina.
Right.
And
Shout
they
out to
got
Likely.
another tight end too, and Likely looking real good.
Yeah, he's been doing awesome.
Word on the street is they really gonna be facilitating the pass game through their tight ends. You know, Mark Andrews already a beast, and basically they're gonna have 2 or 3 tight ends heavily involved in the passing game, and then of course playing Baltimore
plays.
Ravens.
What if they take
running
it
the
back
ball
to
down
like
the
that New England Patriots 2006, 2007 style football?
with that Gonzalez and
with Gonzalez and
Gronk on the
Hernandez,
side.
yeah.
It's possible, you know what I'm saying? And then they fit right into their game with the rushing game, and then the play action can come in effect, and then you don't know these tight ends with the tight ends, man. They start off blocking, and then they get a route where they run.
Yeah.
Now they wide open, and then you know what I'm saying? That's a big chunk.
That's called 11 personnel. Them boys is out there.
So
killing.
speaking of Tom Brady's offense and the fact that, okay, do you think that attests to his talent?
Who, Lamar?
That they're building a type of offense with a tight end heavy set. Do you?
I think it's the offensive coordinator or the front office philosophy for
the
him.
team.
But I don't think. I mean, I feel like if Lamar got traded to another team and they say, "Hey, we just gonna put these receivers around you and let you throw the ball," it'll work too. I just think that Baltimore they got him at quarterback and say, "Hey, we just gonna be run heavy. We want him to run a lot too," and with doing that and incorporating that, you're taking away the fact that you still need pass catchers. Also, it's Baltimore. If I'm a receiver and I'm a free agent receiver, I'm not going to Baltimore because I already know they don't want to pass. So it's like you got to draft what you gonna have at the receiver spot, or you not gonna have nothing too much to brag about or boast about in the receiving room.
But wanting to play with somebody with Lamar though.
I mean, I see where you going with this.
If it's what I think, it's almost like everybody's scared to say it that
he can't throw. So
that
he need tight ends.
Can throw, bro.
Man,
That man can throw.
If I was,
He got an arm.
He got an arm. It's not Hollywood drop everything Brown like somebody made a joke and said
Hollywood was. Hey, look, he was targeting the heck out of Hollywood last year. He was forcing the ball to Hollywood because he knew Hollywood internally was unhappy and he wanted to get traded before he even got traded. You know, so he was trying to make Hollywood happy. Hey, you gonna get your targets?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you every chance I can.
Exactly.
Yeah, every chance I can.
He dropped a lot of passes, yo.
I mean, to me, Jay, you have a great point. Is it the big question? And Joe kind of answered it. Is it the front office's philosophy, the coaching philosophy, or are they looking at it as a diminished throwing talent?
Here's my analogy: you want to give a sharpshooter or rusty, 38 special, or do you want to give him some artillery? I want to see him with some artillery. I want to see, I want to see him with the fastest car, with the best, I want to see him with everything that an offense can produce, weapons.
Right.
If you can't produce weapons, but you're saying, okay, we expect him to do this. I think this has a lot to do with the same thing that I spoke of earlier about the Dak Prescott thing. I think when it comes to Jerry Jones, I think Jerry Jones is like, I give you Aaron Rodgers money. I give you this person money.
Right.
Okay. Do it with the same amount of people that Aaron Rodgers is doing it with. Do you think Dak Prescott can do that? I don't think so. But I think when it comes to the money, I think these owners are saying, okay, go be Aaron Rodgers. Go be Tom Brady. I'm paying you to be this person, like this person.
Right.
Go do that.
I'm paying you more than them.
Okay, we lost our best wide receiver.
Right.
You're getting this. Make it happen.
Make up the difference.
Aaron, people like that make Aaron Rodgers, like, for real. Quarterbacks like that make other quarterbacks that's getting the bread look bad. Really.
I see what you're saying.
I think so.
Aaron Rodgers, we're gonna see how. Because Devontae
Adams
is gone now. We're going to really see with Aaron Rodgers. We're going to really see. We're going to see on another level.
On his side, too.
Kelsey's still there, but Hill
going
too. So we're going to see with Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? With one less key pivotal weapon. Because defense is about to double team the heck out Kelsey, and now Mahomes going to have to throw it to somebody else.
But that seems like, my bad, that seems like that's the measuring stick now.
Mm-hmm. Here goes Aaron Rodgers.
No,
where are you?
Here's a bunch of nobodies. Let's get this dude from the grocery store. Let's get this dude that used to be a delivery driver, and go out there and do it. And that's what it's about.
And
now.
the funny thing is, they do that too on NFL Network. To be like, just last week he was laying aluminum siding.
Right. I feel like that's slowly becoming yesteryear in the league, because you hear Aaron Rodgers pitching a fit at the Packers organization like, I want more weapons. You see Tom Brady say, look, all right, I've been doing it the Patriot way 20 years. I'm about to go to Tampa, and I want to be surrounded by everybody. Give me Mike Evans. I got Mike Evans. Give me Chris Godwin. I got Godwin. Hey, I want AB. We calling AB. Y'all think he crazy? I want AB. Give me AB. Oh, guess what? AB's a buck now. I got weapon. I want Gronk. We traded for Gronk. I got my tight end back with me. I got 3 elite receivers. I got Fournette in the backfield. Fournette, he unhappy in Jacksonville? Give me Fournette.
I got
Give me everybody I need. I want.
King James.
Keep bloating.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? To
I see where you go with it.
To put Lamar in a box like, hey, get it done thing, when every other elite quarterback or a quarterback that's trying to take that next step, like a Derek Carr, is just getting weapon after weapon surrounded by them.
Yeah,
you can't. That's not fair no more. Like you gotta lay it out for Lamar too.
So the Ravens,
even
might be the organization.
Even Kyler Murray is around him, and he a young quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua got weapons. Everybody has weapons around him now.
Yeah. Shout out to
you.
Everybody has weapons around him now. You got to get the man
Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying?
Based on those words, Aaron Rodgers also went on the Pat McAfee show and basically said, "You see what I say? I just want to get people moving the way I want to do it."
Right.
That, I think that's nothing different from him telling the team that I don't know if I'm coming back. I think I'm gonna do Jeopardy. You know,
you got to use your leverage. You got to use your leverage.
Hey, that ayahuasca was talking to him too. Now I'm gonna tell you that ayahuasca opened his mind to a different plane.
How did the great Kobe Bryant motivate his teammates?
I'm about to leave.
Tell him every day, I'm about to leave. Oh, y'all about to be gone. Which one of y'all losers? Yeah, which one of y'all losers getting traded at the end of the day? Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's so different when it comes to Aaron Rodgers? And he said it. He said it on the Pat McAfee.
Shout out to the Bean, Kobe Bryant.
He basically got off on the fact that he likes to move ruffle feathers, and how else can you put pressure on your receivers? Let a receiver know you drop this ball. That's it for you.
Hey,
is go in the training camp and do what he did.
Keeping it real.
Like
he
I said,
did
no different from Kobe. No different from anybody else. Mm-hmm. And that's my thing.
Aaron Rodgers just did that like week 2 of the preseason. He said, "Yeah, if they keep dropping passes, we're going to see who's going to be here because well, I promise you, if you drop another pass, you will not. I'm not throwing you the ball. We're going to see." But you know what he did, and I think this is like it's like a veteran Jedi mind trick. Next week he was like, "Oh yeah, they did really well. I like the packages they put in. You know, he only played like 2-3 snaps. He's like, oh yeah, they did really well. They ran the routes, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it was
and so
night and day.
It's 2 different things. And so like I feel you on that, Jay. You really might be right. But the Jedi mind trick is, does Lamar Jackson have that power yet? No.
How about Tom Brady being number 1?
Oh, okay. Wait, you know what? The realest thing ever is the NFL, put out their top 100, players, voted on by the players, and of course, my man Joe had a good point, and I said that the ask the top 100 and like the 120, and then they do it again. They you was on the top 120 last year. We're gonna ask you again, and surprisingly, but not surprisingly, my man Tom Brady #1.
He shouldn't have been
for the fourth year in a row. Okay,
shouldn't have been #1.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna tell y'all who was the top 10, and I'm gonna give y'all some honorable mentions. Okay, so 10, we got my man TK Travis Kelce. Okay, we got Joe's favorite DB Jalen Ramsey coming in at number 9.
Cinco.
Okay,
Big
so
5.
we got Patrick Mahomes in at number 8. Shout out to him. We got Devontae Adams in his new jersey. We're gonna see how that really works. Coming in at number 7. We got TJ Watt, my boy, my favorite Watt. Okay. Coming in at number 6.
That's high.
We got Jonathan Taylor,
That's
Indiana's only hope at running back right now. Wow. Coming in at number 5. We got Cooper Kupp coming in at number 4 on the list. Okay?
Big Cup. Cool.
We got number 3.
The second round in the top 10, by the way.
We got the Sith Lord, you know what I'm saying? The dark side leader right now, Aaron Rodgers coming in at number 3. Then we got, Big AD Aaron Donald, you know what I'm saying? Ring me, number 2.
Got robbed. Should have been number 1.
And then we got Tom Brady one more time, one more again coming in at number 4. I mean, that's number 4, but number 1. So like the idea is it, really about Tom Brady being the best player in the league, or is just everybody just giving Tom Brady his flowers?
I think it's the GOAT status taking over.
Yeah,
like, man, this man 44, 45, however old he is, and he's still doing that at a high level, and he's playing at a high level.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing, Aaron Rodgers got the MVP, so it was so close. So like, all right, let's give him number 1.
Right.
Protect the shield or whatever they got.
Real quick, honorable mention. We're gonna throw in some offensive linemen. We're gonna say Trent Williams, the best offensive lineman out there, best OT,
Big
number
Trent.
14.
Ooh, wow.
14?
Yeah, Debo Samuels. A lot of talk about him all season.
What was he?
19, right?
19. Okay.
19 problems, number 19.
I feel like he should have
been higher, though.
I think so. But Myles Garrett,
15
defensively on the outside of the top 10 for the first time in 2 years, he came in at number 11.
Okay.
I think that's pretty fair, though. That's pretty fair for him. You know what I'm saying?
Leave it up to Trevor. Old Sweat over here.
Oh, man.
But Baker's going to handle him week 1.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'm in the mindset of saying it's going to be different because that first game Baker Mayfield they gonna call.
It's gonna be a lot of
they gonna call a lot of plays that he gonna stand right next to the defensive coordinator and go, hey, them boys running, coach.
I'm gonna send like 20 Baker memes, bro. I'm make whoever thought he was gonna win so mad.
I think the Browns gonna win, man. I just think the whole defense, they know his tendencies.
He know their tendencies.
It's going to be a chess match.
That's what I'm saying.
It's coming down to coaching.
I don't really feel that that's going to be
play calling. It's coming down to coaching and play calling.
And offensively, I really think
and they got my boy Chenault.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
they're going right. He a Swiss Army knife. They're going to plug him in.
I think it's going to be a 2-man game.
They're going to plug him in.
We talking Nick Chubb versus Christian McCaffrey on the rivals on the
and people forget about that guy.
And Christian McCaffrey,
they forget about that.
He looked like a whole nother animal again.
You got Robbie Anderson,
yeah,
DJ Moore,
yeah, DJ Moore.
It's not just Baker, bro.
I feel what you put like this.
It's not just Baker.
This is like the second time he woke up
like he came from a team full of losers, right?
Yeah, he had a better team than he had this year in Carolina.
He had better running backs.
It's a.
I mean, at the beginning of the year, he had OBJ. At the beginning of the year, he had OBJ and Juice.
He got Chubb and Kareem.
What was their record though?
That ain't as good.
Nick Chubb got hurt, right?
Chubb did get hurt.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is, I think it's like a blessed situation. Like it's like going to like your grandma's house or your aunt's house or your cousin's house and being like, man, ain't nothing over here. But then you open the cupboard and it is Robbie Anderson and it is Christian McCaffrey and it is Chenault. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't leave one situation. Now I guarantee you, they probably. In Carolina, they didn't look up to par because of the quarterback play last year. But with Baker Mayfield behind him, and I told y'all, I think
it's gonna be locked.
I think it's really gonna be different for Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield, a country boy, Texas, Oklahoma, right? College life.
Boy from Carolina.
Shout out to him running for the police.
Yeah, Gilmore playing coach now.
Oh yeah,
coach.
They got Horn back though.
I thought that was
Horn still clamp you. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a low scoring game. I think Cleveland end up coming out on top.
I'm talking 17-14.
Where the game at? It's in Cleveland.
It's in Charlotte.
I
think he's going back to Cleveland.
I think it's in Cleveland. If
I'm gonna look that up.
But
man, if it's in Cleveland, boy, they gonna be booing him.
They gonna boo him. They gonna boo him.
We gonna see, man.
I can't wait for the new. I can't wait for the new State Farm commercial. I can't wait for the new State Farm commercial.
He can't afford to come in here and stink it up. If he come in
got one ready,
if Baker come in there and look bad, he might lose the team after 1 week, man. So if he come in there and look real bad,
they give it a chance
and look real bad. I'm saying he's still gonna be starting.
They gonna give Carson Wentz another chance.
Yeah, I mean, he's still gonna be the starter, but I mean, the confidence of the team, like getting the team behind you, getting 52 other men to believe in you, and you come out there and you stink it up.
Yeah, I understand.
You gonna have to make some plays, man.
That's gonna be a great game, man.
It's gonna be real. It's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah. We in Charlotte.
Oh, it's in Carolina.
We in Charlotte.
Okay.
That's why. That's what I thought. We in Charlotte.
That's gonna be lit, bro.
Yeah, I really think so. I
want to go to the game, but it's like it's week 1. I want to watch Red Zone.
Yeah, you want to watch everybody game.
NFL stadiums. Hey, y'all need to get the Red Zone going on a party off Jumbotron or something at all times for fantasy football.
Or we just save up and buy a
That's a new idea. For the Rec Room, that's a new idea to the league. Hey, take that around with it and cut us a little check.
If we got something going on Sunday too, or next Sunday,
we gonna do Rec Zone Sunday, man.
Okay,
Rec Zone Sunday.
I like that.
It's the Rec Zone. So we gonna order a bunch of chicken wings.
We're gonna do chicken wings. Do some burr.
Go ahead and
you can watch, in real time. People really get mad. Fantasy football players.
Watch it on your phone.
Watch it on
your phone while you're watching the real game, man. We're gonna give you some good commentary, some real life reactions,
and we gonna be
some
like
tips,
100
some fantasy tips.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tips from my man Jay on the MIC and Coach Macomilly will be right there. We'll be letting you know, hey man, cut him, sit him down, get him out. Do not even put him in your fantasy this week. Okay. Now, and also, NFL wise, one of the biggest things going on. Everybody does it every year, bro. We got to talk about that new Madden, man.
That John. R.I.P. to John Madden.
R.I.P. to
Coach, the first one to drop after his untimely passing.
Right.
Rest in peace to John Madden.
Rest in peace.
Revolutionized, changed the game from a coaching standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So many quotables.
Play callings.
Boom.
Yeah.
His love for the play call is he broke it down for you in an exciting way.
And I don't know if was he the first person to start drawing the X's and O's on they showed a replay and he circled a guy and then he showed a route that he doing. You know what I'm saying? Was he the first guy to do that?
I wonder.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
He was.
I feel like when I was watching the games, it stood out that he was the only one doing it initially.
Right.
You know
Shout out to Madden, with the tribute they had for him at the beginning of the game. It's dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They always have something at the beginning.
Yeah, that you gotta watch or something.
So they got a tribute to Madden legacy team thing. It's the NFC versus AFC best of the best.
Word.
And they got 2 different versions of Madden on each end.
Right.
A younger one and an older one.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. Like the Raiders Madden or something.
He really be talking and the commentary is dope.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Right before we go on to the next thing, man. I was gonna ask who did y'all feel was snubbed out, and y'all know who I was talking about earlier
in the top 100.
Yeah,
that didn't make it.
Right. Other than AJ Terrell,
that's definitely one.
To be honest, I think there was one of them that was statistically high, but kind of wasn't on the list. I did notice that what's my man name? Kirk Cousins wasn't on there, but I mean, that's statistically.
Kirk Cousins wasn't on there.
Kirk Cousins was statistically.
Nah, that's
statistically.
We should make it.
Numbers wise, I don't think Kirk. I swear Kirk Cousins wasn't on there. I swear I didn't.
We should end it right there.
Let's just check.
Kirk gonna be a top 5 passer this year.
Let's check.
That's crazy.
But let's make sure before I say that. I swear I didn't see Kirk Cousins. But at the same time, who were you thinking as far as being snubbed, Jay, from the top 100?
Oh, AJ Terrell.
Okay.
AJ Terrell, I want to say he allowed less than, I want to say, they said 5 yards per catch.
Oh, wow. So he a good tackler.
Nobody really threw to his side.
Giving him respect.
Oh, yo, I'm sorry, y'all. He was 99.
Okay.
Well, he just made it.
He just made it. He was 99.
I still think he should have been higher than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Kirk Cousins was 99.
Kirk Cousins was 99.
Well, hey,
I swear, maybe I missed that first one. That first 1 or 2.
You like that? I'm just asking, do you like that?
He was 99. Yeah. I mean, he's in there. You know, you got to give him some love, man. Got to give him some love, man. You know.
But with AJ
Big
Terrell, you got to be okay. Kyle Pitts, they already putting Kyle Pitts in the Pro Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're already saying he's like one of the best top like 5-10 tight ends in the game, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a touchdown in the United States.
He had one touchdown last year. 1,026 yards, one touchdown. I was like, dang, he only had one touchdown.
He doesn't have a touchdown.
Oh, he got it in
Europe. He got it in Europe.
Yes. They were doing them London games.
Yeah, one of them London games.
That's a lot of. Now,
hey, man, we undefeated in London, bro.
Oh,
Jaguars?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. We got to start talking about them already.
Anyway,
we're going to go to the next thing.
Yeah, man.
We're going to go to the next thing.
Let's go.
Real talk. So, okay, big deal. Real big deal. There's no other way to put it, man. Yo, we've been going through it off camera, talking about it, bringing up the stars, talking about, like, you know, who should win, what's going to happen in the championship. It's the WNBA playoffs, baby. It's going down right now. The Seattle Storm versus the Las Vegas Aces. I couldn't get it out of my mouth. All right. Then we got the Connecticut Sun versus the Chicago Sky, okay? Just the other day, Seattle won game 1 against the Aces, 76-73 in a barn burner, okay? Then literally a barn burner, all right? And the Connecticut Sun beat the Chicago Sky in game 1, 68-63. Now, we all know the rules for WNBA playoffs. It's best of 3. Every game matters. It's best of 5.
Yeah,
I thought it was the 5 at the next one. Am I wrong? We'll check. We fact check it. We fact check it.
Sorry, ladies.
We do that here. But we go where they don't go. So right now they ain't talking about the WNBA, but we are. So we're going to make sure that we're right. But at the same time, even in a series of 5, each game really counts. And losing that first one, I think is a huge thing to a blow to the mental.
That's nerve,
right? You think it's best of 3? Yeah, it's a big blow to the mental. I think it's the first 2 rounds of 3. The championship is 5. All right, so let's say right now the biggest thing is, of course, we've been talking about it earlier in what we've been doing with the show. Sue Bird coming to the end of her career. She's one of the GOATs in the WNBA, and this is really like kind of like a GOAT season for the WNBA, because we got several players. We got Diana Taurasi, we got Candace Parker, we got Sue Bird. You know what I'm saying? So right now, kind of like the question is the combination of Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart going to carry them over the Las Vegas Aces into the championship this year? Because it's kind of dangerous, and it's kind of and at the same time, it's crazy that she's getting like such a complimentary player at the end of her career. You know what I mean?
You're right.
And not to say that she hasn't been playing with some great players before, right. but someone as dynamic, as special as Breanna Stewart coming in at the end. You know, you're playing with one of the greatest players ever. You're getting kind of mentored. You know, I can only imagine having like my fun aunt hang with me like everywhere I go, and then showing her and then showing her what I learned going along. Like I can only imagine for Breanna Stewart, like she probably doesn't want to let her down. You know what I'm saying? I want her to go out on top. You know what I mean? I want her to go out with the W. I want to go out, her 5th ring, because she does have 4 already, all with Seattle.
She locked in.
Yeah, she locked in. She locked in for GOAT status now. Don't get me wrong. So I think that's pretty dope. And just the other day, I think we mentioned, of course, the Connecticut Sun. You know what I'm saying? And there are stars everywhere here, but the Connecticut Sun is one of the lesser known teams in the WNBA, having been brought into the league only, I think, 5 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? They are trying to ascend to the ranks of teams like Seattle and, Chicago, because Chicago just won and they got Candace Parker. Candace Parker went from LA to Chicago to win a WNBA championship home for, because, she's a Chi-Town native.
The LA one.
Yeah, and to me, I think, and she celebrated it on the TNT stage with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny and Charles, and Ernie and Shaq, and pretty much said that the consensus was like, I loved winning in LA, but I wanted to win in Chicago so bad. And then the next time, they brought like D Wade on. D Wade said the same thing. I wish I could have won a championship in Chicago.
Right.
So
it's kind of everything.
Right. So it's kind of dope to see that. And we want to see our hometown Asia Wilson, our hometown girl Asia Wilson.
Let's get it.
Put on an effort, because in the past, I think this is Asia Wilson's year to get an MVP in the WNBA. Somewhere at the top of that list also lies Candace Parker,
who balled out the other game.
Right. Tell them about that stat line, Joe. Tell them about that stat line.
First WNBA player with 15 plus points, 15 plus rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 assists.
Crazy.
In a playoff game. That's crazy. And also, I fact check. It's a best of 5 for the conference finals and the WNBA finals.
So there we go.
It's a 2-2-1 format.
2-2-1 format.
2 games home, 2 games for the other team home, and then 1 game for whoever has the best record.
Okay.
Game 5.
They showed excited.
Oh wow, that's different.
I thought it was 3 the way they was excited at that game 1.
Well,
I think it's best at 3 round 1, and then the last
2, like the
how the
one
NBA used to be with the 5 games at the first round, and then they get more.
I mean, now for me, I would love to see. You know what I'm saying? We want to see all our stars ride out on top. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we kind of just grasping more of the WNBA game as we go along. So the matchup I would be looking forward to, and I don't want to take anything away from Asia Wilson. She's an outstanding player. I really think she's going to win MVP for the first time. She's been at the top of the MVP race for the last 3 years, and pretty much ever since she got in the league. She's going rookie of the year, and then even I think at rookie of the year she was somewhere between 3rd and 4th in the running for MVP. I would really still like to see Sue Bird and Candace Kerr kind of, somebody got to go home. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And why not face a competitor, that is in the top upper echelon like yourself. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of like Charles Barkley and Michael going at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now Charles Barkley didn't retire afterwards. Michael didn't retire afterwards, but to see 2 of the greatest go at it, Stockton and Malone, it wasn't like that. It wasn't really like that. But the 2 best players at the time for the in the world at that time were Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. So I kind of feel like I want to see that be like the climax, the antithesis. Get your thesaurus out, because I got words for your ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that be
antithesis.
Right. Yeah. I want to see that be the climax. That's another word. I want that to be the climax of the WNBA season, man. Sue Bird versus Candace Parker. Winner takes all. Somebody's got to retire. Yeah. Who you got?
Who's
the
GOAT?
What I'm saying? Yeah. Who's the real GOAT? And of course we're not gonna forget Diana Taurasi out there, you know what I'm saying?
That's probably
and free BG.
That's probably the goal.
Wow,
sure.
Free Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying?
Free BG, Brittany Griner,
and I really like that one. So, it's going down though. So we're gonna pay attention to that. Keep an eye on it. Oh man, wow, we got a big one, really big one. We're gonna do the whole way.
Got him.
We had week 0 of the NCAA season. Okay, I don't know if y'all know how excited. I don't know if you was excited about week 0.
It was a couple straight games.
It was
a couple straight games.
It was. We had week 0 of the NCAA season just pop off, and
I'm just glad football.
Yeah, I was about to say football was happening.
FAMU, UNC, I watch it.
Yo, and you know what I did miss?
Nebraska, Northwestern, I watch
Fox has a contract with HBCU games. Howard was just on Saturday.
So they got a HBCU Go has worked out a deal. Mm-hmm. I'm not exactly sure which network. It might be CBS Sports or it might be Fox. I'm not sure. But either way, they will be showcasing HBCU games on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. I'm believing we're going to be definitely seeing a lot of Jackson State games.
Jackson State's all over it. Grambling's all over it.
They're spearheading this whole HBCU come up, and rightfully so, because Deion Sanders is definitely taking charge on that. The front man,
he's taking command,
like Sweat said. So they're definitely going to be showing a plethora of Jackson State games. I also think North Carolina A&T, Howard, FAMU,
Howard was on the first
State
game.
Will be getting featured as well. Right. They said that it'll be in 70% of black households,
right, and 60% of the whole continental United States.
So that's really big. That's really, really big. So
yeah, if you've never if you've never seen HBCU football, this will be your opportunity. And I tell you,
it's exciting.
It is exciting. It is visual. It's loud. It's a difference.
They play everywhere. Baby.
They play
football everywhere.
The best bands,
and you get a great halftime show.
Wow,
man.
The bands and the champagne dancers.
The champagne dancers.
All that.
Ain't nothing like when the bands is coming in though. Ain't nothing like when they coming in and they got to get up them stairs. Them boys be playing for 20 minutes. Yeah, you got to watch that. You got to watch that. Shout out to
South Carolina State, man.
Yeah,
some of the best memories ever when I was
young. The 2021 HBCU national champions, Celebration Bowl champions.
Right.
They better put some on TV.
Right.
What they talking about? HBCU.
Matter of fact, they kicking off their season against UCF, University of Central Florida.
Oh man,
yeah, we're going to Orlando.
And then October 1st, they'll be playing. They play the Gamecocks this year as well.
Oh, you're right.
So
yes, we have 2 Division
South
1
Carolina
opponents.
They got a couple of big profile games going on, and they schedule very tough, man. Great games.
Mess around and win one of them.
Hey,
mess around.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mess around.
Change
now,
the game.
As we talked about week 0, I know this is really big for several of my guys here at the table, man. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Coach Joe. Shout out to my boy T-Sweat. Week 1 is literally the launching pad for the NCAA season. And just like kind of like how the NFL season is kind of front heavy loaded with exciting matchups. Yeah. The NCAA for week 1 is kind of lined up like that too.
Some good games going on.
It's some good games week 1. Okay, so like some notable matchups. Okay, are the week 1 Thursday night. Thursday nights kicks off with a reigniting of the backyard brawl with West Virginia and Pitt. They haven't done that game in like 15 years or something like that.
That's dope.
Oregon and Georgia.
That's
of course,
be a nice one.
Oregon is always somewhere in the
11.
AP. Yeah,
they
somewhere in the AP
right
top 20.
That could be a colorful
Georgia
game.
number 3.
But of course, Georgia is coming off of a national championship, losing a plethora of players on their defense and their offense. Can they bounce back? How's that going to look?
That's going to be a nice test for them.
We don't know, but yeah, Oregon. And then of course, we can't go anywhere without talking about dang, Joe, who playing? Who else playing?
Oh man, come on, you know who playing. You know who the game of the week, man. The Ohio State University will be playing Notre Dame Saturday, 8 o'clock. I believe it's the night game. Right. I believe most definitely it should be the ESPN game of the week. And I got to say, we are overwhelming favorites. They got us at 17.5-point favorites. We are really good. But
how y'all just gonna beat? How y'all just gonna beat up on the black quarterback game one like that, bro?
17.5-point favorites though. Notre Dame is a pretty decent school, man. Number 5 in the nation. You know what I'm saying? Led by a black coach, Marcus Freeman, I believe. Listen, man, Notre Dame is a talented team.
Right.
I do think we have more talent than them.
They are talented, but you have more talent.
I think we have more talent. We got a Heisman front runner in C.J. Stroud. We also have the best wide receiver in the nation in Jackson Smith and Jigba. Set some records last year at Ohio State for most yards in the season.
Right.
I believe most targets as well. And then we have a young stud sophomore running back in Travion Henderson. This guy is really special, man. So on offense last year, we averaged 561 yards. We led the FBS in yardage last year. The offense, we have that on lock. Last couple of years, I haven't been liking what I've seen on the defensive side from us. Okay, so we went and got us a new defensive coordinator to clean those things up. We're going to see how we look good on that defense, and that can tell us how we're going to do and fare with our national championship hopes. This is a national championship college football playoff implication game right here, Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Yes.
Number 2 versus number 5, okay? So whoever loses this one is going to set them back a little bit. Hey, man, so, I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see what we got. Ready to see us in the horseshoe, 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see what we got going on, baby. There's some other good games going on, too, man. Florida State playing... They playing. It's Florida State, but
they played in week 0.
Yeah, well,
they played?
Duquesne.
Okay.
I can never say this joke right.
Duquesne.
Yeah.
Did they win? They win.
They've had to.
We would have heard about it.
Well, they're gonna lose game. This game they playing.
Who they playing coming up though?
They playing the Louisiana State University.
Tigers, baby. Brian Kelly debut.
Brian Kelly. We about to surprise the world.
I'm ready to see what y'all got at quarterback because
I got another one.
We got Arizona State.
I got another one that stands out to me, and I forgot all about it.
Jordan.
No, it's actually Cincinnati and Arkansas on Saturday. Don't forget, Cincinnati's defense
close
once
to getting
again.
into the games.
Yeah, Cincinnati's defense
playoffs.
once again top heavy. Went in the draft. They reloaded slightly. Arkansas coming in with the philosophy.
They ranked pretty high too.
Arkansas is 19. Arkansas is got that a very similar philosophy to Alabama. And don't forget, in the semifinals, Cincinnati got their behind Alabama's run game.
They did.
Arkansas does a very similar thing. So we're gonna see how that play out. Jay,
what Alabama got?
Alabama. We gonna look. Jay, shout out to you. Guess what they got? What you got going on in your country, man? We got but is that this got to be Bethune-Cookman? This got to be Bethune-Cookman. Y'all got the easy joint on the first one.
Bethune-Cookman.
Miami playing Bethune-Cookman, man. Yeah, you got to show them some love, man. You got to show them some love. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hate on Bethune-Cookman. Shout out to the HBCU.
We gonna hate on Bethune-Cookman.
Okay, now you know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay, so Alabama is on Utah State.
We talking about schedule. You talking about this
I tell
schedule.
y'all, boy, Alabama's
schedule.
always scheduling cupcakes. They got at least 3 cupcake games.
But Utah,
they want to start off
University of Utah, but Utah State.
Them boys ain't scared to lose their ring. First game.
Let's not rile them up, please. Let's not rile them up. Okay.
So
shout out to
liquid courage, man.
And shout
that's what?
That's liquid courage.
No, I'm just saying like that.
They have to do that.
You can't say nothing about that.
Have you been watching sports lately?
Ain't nobody laying a finger on
What you mean by this, sir?
I'm just saying. Think about this. Aren't you tired of hearing people? Oh man, they don't play nobody. So what do they have to
Alabama don't ever play nobody first game.
They don't.
They don't.
Alabama
because
just get away with it because
like
they're
considered. They've been considered the best. Like,
why wouldn't the best play the best first game or something?
I just want to see Alabama say, "Look, Clemson, we won a 2-game series."
They play in the SEC.
I'm just saying, like,
Ohio State,
the
we won a
first game
2-game
is like a cakewalk.
What's your point?
That's the point.
That's not a point.
You talked about this schedule.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They play in the SEC.
So
why do you play SEC?
I got you right here.
Before they get the
what Georgia doing? What Georgia doing?
Get the Northwestern.
Georgia playing in the SEC.
Before they get to these schools that claim that they ready.
The whole SEC is not tough, bro. Like,
SEC really cheats overall. But listen, Georgia
and your team.
Georgia is in the SEC.
The loss. Who you about to say?
If you think these teams got some cupcake schedules, put it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget that.
But Georgia schedule Oregon, number 11 team for their opener. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's keep it real.
You don't think
USC is playing Rice?
You really don't think Nick Saban?
Y'all saw that?
Why does he have to do that?
USC is playing Rice. Jay.
What does he have to prove?
So you want to hear that?
That's my whole point. Why would he, if he had nothing to prove?
What does he
why
have
would
to prove?
He put a good team?
He plays in the SEC.
Okay. USC is playing
Stop
Rice.
saying that.
Let's say that.
Why you keep saying
I'm sorry, but when you wake up tomorrow, they're in the SEC, bro.
And they gonna play
why
Georgia
you so stuck on the SEC,
and Texas
A&M
because they have 11 teams in the top
Texas
25.
A&M got San Antonio, Mission, Houston College. Who?
I feel what you're
It's
saying.
set up to be the same ranking they are.
Who's Florida playing?
Michigan State playing Western Michigan.
Who's Florida playing?
Florida is playing. I just saw it. They playing nobody. Really? I swear I just seen it. They playing.
They playing nobody.
I mean, Florida, nobody.
Yeah, wow.
Florida ain't been good since Urban Meyer left.
Wow.
The SEC is Georgia, Alabama, Texas A&M, and LSU some wild cards. I think LSU gonna get back to being real good because Brian Kelly about to get back to being real
right? And Utah is ranked what?
7th.
Oh,
okay, so that's a respectable game.
7th.
But if Oregon goes and gets waxed, what's the point of them being ready for the Big Ten? If they get waxed,
who Oregon?
If they get waxed,
what if they don't get waxed?
This argument is being brought to you by RecRoomSports.
We had this conversation after the game played.
But it's because I'm going to put this point out again.
All right.
As far as them having the 51st, the 53rd toughest schedule, okay. The team that was in question is only 11 to 12 spots in front of them.
Right.
And when you look at Tennessee, Auburn, LSU, when you look at those teams, look at their strength of schedule. Why is that, Trevor? Because they play Alabama, bro. That's why it's in the top 4,
Bro, they play Auburn, Austin P, PA, or whatever.
You looking at Alabama?
They play
schedule?
Mississippi. They play
Tennessee.
I'm not impressed by
that. It's
team.
not that.
Look,
Vanderbilt.
Their biggest game
LA
is Georgia
Monroe.
and Texas A&M.
Okay.
Right? Do they play Texas A&M
The
this
whole
year?
schedule ain't hard.
They play Texas A&M this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so they got TAMU and they got Georgia. That's
almost
it.
every team he named is ranked.
Who?
Almost every team he named is ranked.
Oh, Miss the only team I've seen that's ranked. Tennessee not no ranked.
The only teams that's ranked.
Hey man, like, share, and subscribe, man. You know how we do, man. You just we got to get the college football argument going.
In Georgia,
only team is Mississippi. That 21.
Then that means y'all would have been a better team last season, right?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell you.
But those are teams you played. Then where y'all at? Where were y'all?
I mean, the coach got fired for a reason.
But he's robbing you and taking your money.
No, he got fired for a reason a little bit more than losing. Yeah. But those are teams that you played.
Yeah.
Then why weren't y'all that good?
That's different from what we're talking about. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Hey, they got Brian Kelly now, so I think they're gonna bounce back a little bit.
The SEC that you want me to say?
I'm talking about how Bama's schedule weak.
They do got a weak schedule, bro.
Who else they gonna find? Other Bama's?
It's weak, man.
Who else they gonna find?
Oh my God.
But you know what? I ain't mad at you having a weak schedule.
So
I ain't mad at you having a weak schedule because now we got the college football playoffs. Because eventually, if you get there, you're gonna have to play some good teams. So I ain't mad at that.
So what you saying?
I ain't mad at that.
So what you saying?
I'm just letting y'all know that SEC ain't as strong as y'all proclaim it to be.
I'm mad we ain't ranked though. I'm pissed.
Y'all be ranked.
I'm just over here hitting buttons
When it's
today,
all said
baby.
and done, y'all to be in the top 15.
I'm learning how to be the
Unless you
technical director. I'm hitting buttons. I don't care.
So what's up, man? Y'all ready for? No, we ready for football. But
But we got to talk about baseball. October be around the corner, boy. Let's talk about that baseball, Jake.
all right, so first I'm gonna ask this question.
Okay.
Who's your team?
Baseball?
Or to my Major League Baseball, Atlanta Braves.
All right. So do you think we're gonna be going into the playoffs like we did last season?
Oh no,
I think
because
so.
the Mets doing good.
Listen,
We will be.
Mets doing better than us.
the Mets. I'm watching them. I'm seeing what's going on.
wild
Possible
card,
Cy
baby.
Young
Walk them
winners.
down, though.
Should they be wild
Possible
card?
Cy Young winners are out here.
That's what we got right now.
with two different possible Cy Young winners out here with two different colored eyes throwing some dirty stuff, man. I'm sorry. It's really going down. I ain't gonna lie. It's happening. But
we don't do good in the wild card.
get
games.
into the
I
wild
remember.
card game.
Jesus Christ,
Seems
man.
feasible.
We done lost some of the wild card series. It's getting my nerves.
Get into the wild card game. Seems feasible though.
See, that's what I'm telling you. When I told you beginning of the season, I don't want to see certain teams doing well because we're gonna probably end up getting this wild card. If we end up getting the wild card, then what? You know,
it could go either way. Y'all getting the wild card.
We went over the uphill battle before. We went through the uphill battle.
And Colorado beat us just now too.
Oh wow,
Three teams, and we're not supposed to be losing to Colorado.
you're not supposed to be losing to St. Louis either. Who y'all lost to when me and you was on the phone talking about it.
Right. Well, which were one of the uphill battle teams.
Right.
Yeah.
Which they have talent. They have pitching talent.
Right.
They have Wainwright. They have, it was kind of shaky as far as their bullpen, but that was only because their best closer, one of the relievers was injured.
Yeah. And that played a big difference into that game.
Right, which is Reyes. I believe it's Reyes.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have them in the lead of the Central.
Right.
Milwaukee's actually behind them.
Shout out to the Brewers.
So
I want to go to that stadium. You ever see? Not to cut you off, Jay, but like you see, bro, they stadium look fun. They got a slide.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody's drinking beer. Yeah, they got a slide in the Milwaukee Brewers
pretty
Stadium.
cool.
Dope.
Like downtown Milwaukee's pretty
dope.
Yeah,
There got to be a scary slide. That slide high.
It's a big slide. It's a big slide, and the mascot go down it when they hit home runs and stuff. It looked real fun, almost as fun as the Marlins Stadium, who got like swimming pools. Swimming pools.
Florida.
Jacksonville got swimming pools too. Well, back to you, Jay. Go ahead.
All right, so we have so we talking about the Braves and the Mets. Braves are actually 7 games ahead of the Phillies, 7.5 games ahead of the Phillies. So we can't lose to Colorado. Teams that's under.
You think the Phillies gonna creep up on them?
Bryce Harper's back.
Yeah, he did come back.
Shout out to Bryce Harper, man.
You don't bring Bryce Harper back if you're
they feel like they got a chance, a shot. Yeah,
right. They rushed them back like they got a chance.
Right.
So
I think we'll win. I think we'll win the division.
Well, we got to beat the Phillies.
Got to.
We got to beat everybody. We got to beat the Phillies. When we talking about our division, we talking about the Phillies. We talking about the Mets. I think we have one more series with them. I think we have 1 or 2 more series with the Phillies.
Right.
We don't. Well, if we have 2 Phillies with 2 series with the Phillies,
we gotta go on a winning streak.
If we're 7.5 back,
the outside teams,
7.5 ahead. We just lost to Colorado. If we had 7 games against them, then what? Wow. We're looking at So we gotta look at every series like down to the wire.
It's gonna take, and it's
but
gonna
that's
take
how
some time.
we got into the playoffs. We crept into the playoffs on that same note, like trying to creep up. But as far as the Yankees, that's a done deal.
Hey, shout out to Aaron Judge.
Hi-yo.
Aaron Judge got his 50th home run. I think it was today.
Yeah. Well, actually, what happened was
smacking them balls out
Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge got his 50th home run in a 4-5 loss against the Angels, and it's crazy because what was on display were 2 of the leading players for the AL MVP race, and that's Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. And me and Jay have gone back and forth about. Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani a couple times. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Judge is leading the whole Major League Baseball with these 50 home runs. The second person is 14 home runs behind him. Like,
right.
That's crazy, right?
Hey, what's the record? Most home runs.
61.
61 is the record.
The point is he's so close to 60 something now.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
I
thought it was more. Remember when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa? And
we fact check.
I want to because they say he got to get to 62. So
I don't know.
I'm expected to be 62.
I don't know how to call it.
I know
man.
it ain't. It
Steroids,
can't be Sydney.
I don't know if it's real or not.
My thing is he really in play to break the record. He really to my opinion, he really in play to break the record.
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's in a long time. Okay, it's 73.
Damn, who got that?
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
So who is he trying to beat though?
Yeah, that's the only person that was as soon as it said.
No, I don't
70.
know
Barry Bonds. It's Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds, but
Barry Bonds.
Is it Barry
73?
Bonds?
Is it Barry?
He need 24.
In my mind, the whole thing is this. We gonna get back to what we talking about. In my mind, the whole thing is this. I don't care what you on, bro. Like your time is, your timing got to be on point to hit that baseball, though.
Exactly.
That you still yet. You know what I mean? You recover faster and go work out some more. Yeah, you can. But if you suck at hitting the ball, you suck at hitting the ball.
He was already a great player.
Yeah, he was already a great player before, and it's been noted that someone close to him has mentioned it several times that somewhere in there I ain't gonna say jealous, but he got wind of it and was like, well, if these guys are on the juice, what am I gonna be like when I get on the juice? And then his head grew 4 sizes in a year. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But back to what matters, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Aaron Judge is going crazy. He's had 400 at-bats. He's had 102 runs, 136 hits. He's doing 110 RBIs, and right now he's got a .294 average. And like I said, he's the second person in the home run race, is 14 home runs behind him, right? And we talk about Kyle Schwarber for Philly. He got 36. We got Peter Goldschmidt in St. Louis with 33, and Mookie Betts out there for the Dodgers got 31.
It was the American League record.
Got you.
That's the American League record. 61.
Okay, yeah, but the Major League season record is 73.
That's what it was.
Okay, so you wasn't wrong, but you just wasn't totally correct.
All time.
See, look at that.
If you ask me, I think that's still the record.
That's still pretty good though. Like I'm saying,
because everybody that broke it on steroids,
right? Yeah, and he's not. So 50.
Babe Ruth had 60.
Yeah, but 50 right now, and what we still got to get to October. You know how much baseball they play during the month? 60 is really reasonable.
The season's going later.
Right. 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, and they going into the postseason. Yeah, he going into the postseason. So who knows? He could get to 73.
Get hot.
And then the other leading candidate, and once again, me and Jay have discussed this. It's kind of like, it's like 1A and 1B. You know what I'm saying? We got Shohei Ohtani. Right now, he's got 11 wins, 8 losses with a 2.67 ERA. The crazy part is he hits the ball too.
That's crazy. Yeah, pitcher with.
I don't know.
He got to have probably the record with pitching for sure.
I mean,
pitchers.
I mean, they haven't seen this since Babe Ruth. Is what they keep on. They keep repeating. Someone who's actually good at hitting and pitching.
I can assume it probably is hard to do that. Like you throwing like 100-mile-per-hour balls, you gotta like it's a transition.
I would think it's a hard workout
it's a hard
for real.
Transition.
But it's also hard to vote against somebody that's doing both.
Right?
Like, how can you sit there and say, man, nah, he's hitting better. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's hitting better.
But he's doing two things to your one.
He's doing both on all-star caliber.
Right. Almost at a historic pace, to be real.
Yeah, how can you vote against that?
I mean, it's more so. It's more like, are we amazed? And this has happened before in baseball, and I've seen it and I've heard about it. Are we amazed by the long ball?
Chicks dig
or are we enamored by what would be kind of like considered a unicorn in baseball? Because Shohei Ohtani can pitch, and he not, like I said, he not only can he pitch, but he has a plethora of pitches in his bag, and he don't miss. You know what I'm saying? He will get you up out of there. Do not have him as your middle reliever. Nobody's hitting the baseball. Everybody's getting out. Everybody's going home. Shohei Ohtani.
Is that your favorite player? I think that's your favorite.
No, really. Right now, I'm on an Aaron Judge high right now as a Yankee. Yeah, sure, as a Yankee, I'm on Aaron Judge high. I'm really looking forward to the middle lineup of their batting lineup starting to play better, and it being the percentage of the idea of how many players can you have that bat 3, 4, 5, 6 hit home runs, right? Because that line, that 3, 4, 5, 6, we bringing everybody home. That's what I would like. But yeah, for right now, I'm riding with Aaron Judge, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Man, I'm not trying to change the subject, man, but I got an urge to do something right now.
What's that?
What it is?
Yo, I'm coming for everybody, all of y'all.
Talking about fantasy football?
Yeah, man.
Wow, man. Dang, bro.
Y'all, you coming for them?
Hey, you see Joe's face? See Joe's face?
He wasn't really with that type of. He wasn't really with that type.
Y'all in the safe zone.
Can't wait.
Y'all in the safe zone, man.
It's not safe, sir.
Nah, hold on. I said y'all in the safe zone. I'm gonna be firing at. Yo, Freeport was here the other day, man, and I wasn't gonna do it, and I was like, man, Mr. Third Place. That used to be his nickname. Third place.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah, that was his nickname.
Third place. Third place, Donnie.
He just fought third.
Shout out, Freeport for coming through last week. Make sure y'all play that back. It was a really dope episode.
That was a great episode, man.
Really dope episode.
It just used to fall like that, man. Where he would be in the semifinals and he would just lose the game to make it to the championship game.
Right.
That's crazy.
Just like he said, he was like, I finally made it to the championship game. I lost, but.
He finally made
it.
He got
cheer him up.
He got that.
Right. But man, there's a guy, man, in our league, man. LB, man. What's up, man? So he came in the league, man. he came in as a rookie.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna win this.
Right.
And he won it.
Mm-hmm.
He won it.
Dang.
Yeah, that man
Caught me off guard.
That's it.
Win that thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to. Yeah, you saw me stroke this week. I was like, yeah, that sound like that guy.
But now here it is. I told him, you ain't winning nothing else. That's it. You're gonna be in last place because he was in 2 leagues.
Right.
I was like, okay. And he said the reason why I won the other league. He said the reason why I won that league was because he wasn't in it.
Wow.
I'm
very
glad,
ballsy statements.
right, and I'm glad he said that because I was like, fine, then you gonna be in last place,
right?
And you will never see a championship again.
Dang.
So far, he has been in last place in at least one of each league that he has played in since then.
You jinxed him.
The year after he said that, he was in last place in both leagues. So I don't know. The championship is cool.
So.
But if you don't win again, I'm gonna like that a little bit better.
So I don't know if you've noticed, everybody watching, Jay basically admitted that he's a warlock. He will put a spell on all of us. We will all suck. All of our players will get injured by week 5.
We will all be last place.
We will
in
all
the same
be
league.
We will all be last place.
I'm about to have a phenomenal draft.
We all get hit.
I got another one.
Jay, don't hit us all, man. I'm trying to get a couple wins, bro.
I got another one. Trey.
Big body.
Hey, that's okay. I like where this
You
going.
stole my quarterback.
Wow. You go get his now?
I'm stealing your wins.
Wow.
I'm stealing all of them.
Wow.
Yo, I might even. No, I'm not even.
Hey, this Rec Room League gonna be lit, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win it, of course. But
Wow. Wow.
week in, week out, we gonna have the standings posted for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna put them on the green screen.
When we
gonna
match
put them
up
up
with each other, when we match up with each other, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna be trash talk. It's definitely gonna be extra strategy involved. We gotta figure out.
You're not a rookie, neither.
It's gonna be a money league, guys, but we gotta figure out.
I'm a rookie because when I was playing, it was playing on days and I wasn't paying no attention. It was just throwing them out there. I won a couple games though. I won a couple games, but it was just throwing them. Like for real, I think
pay attention, man.
I'm saying like I want to say that was like
Weekend
the year
without.
like Zeke was like a rookie or something. I had somebody crazy. I had a decent team, but I just never had the lineup set to win. But I ended up
Zeke wasn't a rookie though.
You sure?
No, I'm sure. That was like a couple seasons ago.
Dang, I swear it was back.
That was
then.
like 2
He was a
seasons
rookie.
ago.
No. He was a rookie for about 5 years ago.
4-5 years ago.
6
That
years.
might be right.
He came in the league in 2016.
That was right. This was like 2020.
Okay.
He played.
Bro, I swear that was more than that.
It was
Y'all know I had several concussions, man.
2019,
Just excuse me.
So he like what's the player, man?
I'm like a 30
What's the player that got injured didn't play first year?
I'm like Blake Griffin.
Travis Etienne.
yeah.
Blake Griffin. That's all I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm really
See,
good.
now-
So he Blake Griffin.
That's
right
funny.
now.
You can't think of Jag players on bad stuff.
Wow. Oh man.
That's crazy.
What you say?
Yeah.
I'm just saying you
you
never.
you couldn't think of the Jaguar
Yeah,
players
like,
just now.
Travis
Wow.
Etienne is probably the most known player that
Didn't
didn't
play.
Yeah, and you just
He
mean-
didn't want to bring it out there. He didn't want to bring it out.
I mean, you're not gonna want to hear that name after week one.
Wow.
So-
Wow.
It's
Bro,
good
what
that you're
y'all,
saying that.
what
right
y'all
now.
putting up?
Wow.
It's good that you're saying that name
Wow.
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You're not gonna want to say that no more.
Hey man, the following show, somebody y'all gotta wear each other pair. Whoever lose gotta wear the other team pair for
Right.
for the
Yeah,
whole
that's
show.
facts.
I just think
And say, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
I think
whenever
you
I snap, whoever lose, whenever the other person snap, they gotta say, "I love the
opposite
whatever
team.
the team is."
That'd be
And
good.
take a
Wanna do
shot.
that?
Where'd you get that idea
Anyway.
from?
From Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No,
Wow.
no.
Where he
Where'd
talking
you
about?
get that idea from?
Or either
telling
talk
you.
trash by the team like
Check this out. See,
Uh-oh.
while we in this fantasy football thing, he already lost like that.
Wow.
for real.
So we at
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yeah, he did do that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you didn't really do it for me.
huh?
Like you was like, I ain't gonna do you like that.
Oh, he ain't really like
Nah,
You did
it
it
was
a couple times. But you was like,
He lost.
And he had to tell like random people
yeah,
that
he
we
had
were
to do that,
dealing with.
like clear his throat, and then I had to say something like good about his team.
Oh. And you see the Commanders like
About-
Yeah, he had to talk good about the Commanders.
Word.
about me. About me.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. It was
Oh,
like,
just
yeah.
about you.
I'd be like, yeah, somebody come in, make sure I'll be like,
we were working together at
Tell
that
him.
time.
tell them something nice about me. Tell them,
Wow.
So
a
that
nice
was
young
it.
lady come in there.
Yeah, I was like,
And it was
Jay Sheen is the
Wow.
best fantasy player ever.
Wow.
yeah, and it was after the Jalen Waddle.
Oh,
That-
okay.
I forgot about that
When
part
he
of it.
balled out,
That's why I was.
And
That's why I was like, the
Jalen
worst
Waddle went in
experience I
though.
had,
Yeah,
bro.
Jalen Waddle went in. Okay.
That was one of the worst experiences I had in fantasy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah.
I just knew I was gonna be able to do that. That's what it was. That's why I was acting crazy in Applebee's, because I was like, I know I'm gonna make Jay Sheen say a lot of joy at work tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
funny moment though. Remember Aaron? We was in Applebee's
Han
and
Solo.
we were watching the
What's up, Fuzz?
we were watching the Cowboys Eagles game,
Wow.
and they went to the game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
it was
just
at the
played
Dallas.
Dallas.
I'd rather be
He
at
was
the
playing
game.
against
It said
them
Dallas
Right.
on fantasy.
I'd rather be at the game, honestly, than at Applebee's.
They was in Dallas too.
Okay, they was in
So
that.
I'm
I was
watching
there,
the
right?
game.
Y'all called them or something? Man.
Yeah.
I called them on the phone.
Right. So I'm sitting there and Trevor's like, yo, I'm like, yo, who you on the phone? He was like, yo, Aaron them. And I'm like, what?
They had the
He's like,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the play that just happened just sold up the matchup for me.
Why do I remember
And
that?
this is like
That's
his
why I remember
highlight
that.
his whole life probably. Like he
Yeah.
he
So-
had his team stadium, like you know how that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Right. So he's enjoying. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
He on
he's
a
talking to
high.
him.
Right.
I don't know. I just came back from Georgia.
Right.
Mhm.
I just came back.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I'm like, yo, who you talking to? Like, I'm like, yeah, okay. Let me. You know what I'm saying? And I put. the background, I'm doing like this.
Hey, you know, like you on the phone, you don't see it sometimes.
Right.
He's like, he's trying to see what
Who's that? Yeah.
What he doing?
He's like, who's that?
We got a chicken tender.
Who's that?
No, it's an L, fool. Right.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to moments like that.
We got a lot of them
This
coming
league
up.
not gonna be fun for y'all. I'm coming to dominate.
Wow.
I'm telling y'all right
we already
now.
got some matchups, right? Let's see.
Oh
real
man,
quick.
I got to get mine
got
together.
some
I'm gonna get
matchups.
mine together before I leave in here. I ain't
We
lying.
got me against Kareem, and we got Sheen against Freeport.
Wow.
We won.
Oh
We
man,
won.
I gotta
Okay.
win week one.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm assuming y'all gotta play each other week
Yeah,
one.
it's gonna be
I
Coach
gotta
Coach
win
Joey.
week one, man. I like that.
Yes,
We're gonna have a rookie
I like
curse.
that. Thank you.
It's gonna be low. It's gonna be low scoring. It's gonna be low scoring as hell. But I'm gonna come out with the W.
SE.
Hey, speaking of fantasy football, guys, so who do y'all? Some people y'all gonna draft, man. Y'all can't be keeping this
tell
stuff
y'all.
G5, G9
No,
classified.
I'm gonna
This
just say
is
my
how I was
kicker.
gonna jump in.
I'm gonna just say my kicker.
This is how I was gonna jump in.
I'm
Your
getting your
kicker?
boy Chris Boswell.
Chris
man.
Boswell.
That's my kicker.
This is how I was gonna jump
I
in.
give it a kick.
What I was gonna say was, okay, we talked about it earlier, right? Okay, I think we talked about it off camera. In terms of fantasy football, we mentioned Jimmy Garoppolo is now the highest paid backup. You know what I'm saying? In a 2-quarterback league such as our own, would you consider taking Jimmy Garoppolo on the back end so that if let's say Trey Lance does get hurt for 5, 6, and 7,
Absolutely not.
would you
This is
take
the
Jimmy
only thing
You want your
Garoppolo?
backup to be able to play.
Okay.
You almost have to have a starter as your backup.
2 starters.
This is the
Technically.
only
Yeah.
thing that I'm gonna share.
What is that?
I'm gonna give you the only thing I'm gonna share. It's the scenarios. You can do what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Now you can have a quarterback A. Quarterback A is a mobile quarterback.
Give me a name. Let's
Not doing that.
come on. Let's try.
Lamar
Give me-
Jackson.
Okay.
You all
Okay.
know the mobile quarterback.
Well,
Let's-
in
it's
only like a
Lamar's
handful
case,
of-
in Lamar's case, maybe not. But let's just say that you did draft Trey Lance. Say that you felt like I got a pretty good team,
Right.
and you got another spot left.
So who would be your second quarterback, Jay?
Probably Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
No. I'm not
Just
telling
for
you.
insurance
This
purposes,
is my
like, if
third
you-
quarterback.
Ain't no way
This
I'm.
is my third
ain't
quarterback.
No way I'm drafting Jimmy G.
Okay.
I'm not.
Right.
Hey, I ain't tricking me. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about right now.
I've seen somebody draft a team with almost 5 quarterbacks.
Wow. They just ready for action.
Yeah, that's
But-
pretty stupid.
I mean, if you're in a two quarterback
Five
league, you drafting a
quarterbacks.
quarterback. Somebody gonna come
Wow.
knocking for one of them. Somebody gonna try to. You gonna
Somebody gonna
That's
come
a
for the
trade bait.
some
Hey,
trade bait.
he's now the champion.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Of
I
our league.
say you're not going you're not going to draft 5 quarterbacks,
Not with
but
that
you can
team,
end
though.
up with 5 quarterbacks on your team, but you ain't going to draft 5 quarterbacks. That's stupid.
He did. But shout out to
It
Lowe.
worked.
He had to learn the hard way.
It worked. It worked.
That's crazy.
Okay, so like let's throw some bottom tier quarterbacks.
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills.
Yeah,
That's one.
That's a good one.
Would you take a Davis Mills in the
If
6th, 7th,
if
8th
I
round?
have if there's no more starters and the whole thing is you got to have a starting quarterback.
Okay.
If he's available, the only our right starting quarterback left, I will pick him for
Okay.
sure.
What you
Trevor
talking?
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
T-Law.
All right, okay.
T-Law. Trevor Lawrence.
No, I respect that though. I respect that though because people don't know what you're gonna do.
He gonna have a good
So-
season this year.
He gonna have a good season,
I
man.
think he's gonna have a decent
He will.
season.
Will he have a good game 1?
Man,
He will.
Okay.
He's
Good week
been
1.
wild.
I don't
He
know.
will.
I don't know.
In
Man.
a loss.
His
In a
hair.
loss.
I got confidence in my team though.
We'll blow gently
I ain't
in the
gonna lie,
wind
man,
as he
that-
stands on the sideline.
I ain't gonna lie, that man hair be blowing in the wind on the sideline, bro. I ain't know. It be looking like he come out.
Yeah.
It look like a commercial.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, it look like a commercial. Now, in terms of
Sunshine.
something else that we've also got to consider, we're teaching the people as I'm learning, we're teaching them because we go where they don't go. Defenses in fantasy leagues are not normally drafted very high. So where would you place a defense, and what type? Like, let's name a defense, Sweat, that you would draft.
I would probably. I
Or you would consider
I stay
drafting?
in my division. The Colts, man.
Okay.
They're a solid defense.
Right.
Like, they're not gonna
They
give you like
were.
a lot of negative.
All right.
lot of
Didn't they
negative
lead-
points.
And an easy schedule.
They led in turnovers last season, right?
We said the Colts defense, right?
They might have led
there.
in interceptions last year.
They led in.
Something like that.
I think they led in turnovers.
Oh, word.
Shout out
That's
to Darius Leonard. You know,
AKA
Shaq.
I had a draft yesterday, and I drafted the Colts defense.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
A defense basically with that you can count on at least one pass rusher. And,
that's smart.
Yeah.
Sacks will give you our league. Sacks will give you 1 point. Now, not in our league,
but in the league that you're in,
one of the leagues that I'm in that I commission. Basically, it's a point per sack.
Mm-hmm.
If you also got to think of fumbles lost, and fumbles lost.
Right.
Because I actually my points is where you actually get 1 point or 2 points for fumbling, and then you get another couple points for losing the fumble. So if you get it back, it saves you some points.
Right. Okay.
That's another good question though.
Interception, same thing.
Like adding to the standard point system. Like what's good? What would be some good additions? Like that's one good one. Like putting a point on the sack.
Is it also are there something for like of course it got to be something for like interception, touchdowns?
Yeah, -2 from a quarterback.
Yeah,
on the defense, the defensive gain like 2 points.
Okay.
I like rewarding big plays on offense. Like if it's a 50-yard touchdown, maybe like a +3, +2.
That's the main question. Because I was looking at that with the other leagues and possibly our league. Like, what should a bonus be? Like, should it just be 1 point?
40.
You saying 3 points?
If it's a 40-yard run, I give a point. If it's a 50-yard run, I give 2 points. If the running back gets 100 to 199 yards, I give them 5 points. If they get 200 yards, that's 10 points right there.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's 10 points right there.
Wow,
cool.
I just be so scared to do it. Like I don't want nobody to think I'm cheating.
Yeah. A lot of people
as a commissioner,
standard.
But that
I mean, if you let your rules out before
for sure,
right?
Yeah,
time everybody should be cool with it.
Okay.
I don't know. Do Matt League?
Matt League got in Matt League. I think it's a 40
because it
yard.
always be more than my other leagues.
40-yard touchdown is 2 points, and I believe the 50-yard touchdown is 3 points
on top of the 6.
And then like he was saying,
on top of
if you get 100 and 199, I believe Matt is like 2 or 3 extra points.
Okay.
So yeah, he reward like the big plays.
So we'll talk. We'll
revisit that. Yeah, we'll definitely revisit that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay. Now, what I want y'all to do is, and as experts, as I'm learning, okay. Everybody, give me one sleeper. One sleeper.
All right. Hey, I'm not.
You said a sleeper earlier.
Ooh,
one sleeper.
Damian Pierce. Back. Yeah, listen, Marlon Mack got cut. Damian Pierce is the clear running back.
That's a running back, right?
Out there in Houston.
That's one thing that'll get you ahead, paying attention to everything. Like, so that type of news you probably would be like,
deep drafts. I'm talking my 14-team, 16-team drafts when it's gonna get real ugly. At about round 8, 9, everybody going.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm gonna give you a sleeper. Tutu Atwell, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. He will be unleashed in the big play, deep ball, deep throwing situations. This guy gonna be going down the field. I'm telling you, he gonna stretch it. I'm talking about if you're in a 14, 16 man league, don't be afraid to take that guy. He will pay dividends. Maybe not right when the season starts off, but when middle of the season, he'll pay some dividends.
One I got just from watching TV and researching
these fantasy shows.
Mike Gesicki.
Oh, tight end from Dolphins.
Man,
he was balling last year.
He was
balling last year. He sure did have him last year.
I thought about it and I said, you know what? Because everybody gonna start paying attention to Tyreek Hill, and he probably gonna get a lot of touches.
And Waddle,
a lot of touches.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill and Waddle gonna be stretching the defense, taking the top of the defense.
That's why he was balling last
year. Exactly. Yeah, so
Waddle and Parker.
Jay, give us one of yours. We helping the people out, right?
Not really a sleeper, but I'm gonna call him a sleeper because nobody's gonna be paying attention to him until they start seeing that people are falling off. It's the fact that Hunter Renfrow should be looked at as number one receiver. And he's also somebody that you can stack. And what I mean by stack is the fact that you can look at him and say you can actually think about drafting. If it ends up that way and lines up that way, you can draft Devontae and then end up getting him possibly in the later rounds. Where if one is hurt, you still have
another one.
When both of them are balling out, you have both of them.
Yeah. So
it's kind of where you can do flex, you can do this, you can do that. I'm not saying there's nothing else. That's going to be the only thing that I have to give.
Right.
Okay. Boys keeping their pick close to the vest.
So let's see.
One,
I would say.
Okay. I got one more.
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy
Okay.
Watkins right now for Green Bay. Is he in Green Bay right now?
I would say Sammy Watkins.
It's and that's the thing. Sammy Watkins. I've been waiting for a Sammy Watkins
He's just
resurgence.
so injury prone,
right? Because he did not play a huge role in Kansas City, not at all. He's gonna play in the cold in Green Bay, such as Jay just not mentioned.
On the last team,
But
maybe
the last team he actually was like somebody for was for Buffalo, right?
the Bills.
The Bills.
he
Like
played
the
for
last
cold
time he was
teams.
no, I'm saying. But I'm saying when he was dynamic, that was when he was
it
in
the
Buffalo,
team
right?
before that though?
Nah, it was Buffalo.
It was Buffalo. That was the last time
He played for the
drafted.
Rams too. Now he went to the
Who he got
Rams.
drafted to?
He went to the Rams. He got drafted by Buffalo. He got for him, and then he went to Kansas City.
Yeah, and in Kansas City,
I feel like he flourished.
Then he went to
somewhere.
Baltimore last year, and now he with Green Bay.
Well, he really
Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, he really
did
bounced
nothing.
around.
Really,
That's Sammy Watkins journey.
And I got one last one. I'm gonna put this one out there for the home team. We gonna say I got running back Damian Harris. Yeah, for the Patriots.
Yeah, he.
that's a scary
he's
team
kinda-
to pick.
I'm
boy.
staying away
looking at
from the
him.
Patriots.
I'm
That's a
looking
scary
at him
because
because of
they
Mac
They
plan.
run so many different people, man.
They don't have a consistent game plan.
He's game.
Like,
He's game.
But I'm looking at it as if because you
It's
know what I'm
always
saying
every game
the
different.
Mac Jones ascending and them giving Mac Jones more of a role in the play calling.
Boy, that's a boring team.
He might,
man.
they
Now that I
boring.
think
That's
about
right.
it,
They
that's
so
a
they so
Be a wide
boring. They so
receiver.
boring that they gonna look. Hey man, just let them run the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Harris and Ramondre Stevenson gonna be running it majority of the time, but it's like who's gonna be the lead horse? Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's
running back
always
got by
Harris.
committee. It's always running back by committee though. In
James White retired. So
yeah,
it's gonna be
James
some
White.
more touches.
Yeah.
They
Just
drafted
running
another
back.
running back.
Shout
too.
out to James White too.
Real quick. I want to touch
James White.
on and who are some rookies that y'all think gonna be making some noise in these fantasy streets right here? In these football streets, man.
Rookies.
That's a good question.
Whoops. I gotta
Sky
go to the
Moore
bathroom.
maybe.
Sky Moore definitely is.
Sky Moore maybe.
He definitely is. What about your boy out there?
Yeah. Oh, Ricketts, man. Listen, I'm telling you, like, I really feel like
Oh yeah, he
as
was
a
good
X
preseason.
X or Z receiver, you know what I'm saying, which is, you know, he's gonna be second or in the slot somewhere. I really feel like he's gonna stand out because his aggressiveness off the ball is gonna throw off smaller corners, smaller DBs, and he's gonna be getting open a lot. So, but you know what I'm saying, of course, in my position, you know, I gotta see which quarterback we're gonna get. And you know, because right now all three of our quarterbacks look pretty tough.
Big Ben is what'd you call it? A back. Like,
yeah, no,
once
it's
he getting a rhythm, it's like he
right.
picking you up.
So
like,
now we gotta get.
I don't know
Kenny
what Mitchell
Pickett or
and
Mitchell,
Kenny. I don't know what they gonna.
Yeah, we don't
got that
know.
in them to have the receivers at a like.
But
you know, rhythm like that.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Kenny Pickett looks really good.
Okay.
Keep it 1,000. He look pretty good to me.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna
His
start. I really don't want him to start.
Y'all got the luxury of not starting.
Yeah, I don't want him to start.
Y'all got the luxury of not
Nah, I
starting.
Y'all
I
want to
don't-
win, right?
Yeah,
He's probably not gonna start.
Yeah, I don't want him to start.
Trubisky.
Listen, let's let the Wolves eat first.
Because y'all got 3 quarterbacks that could start.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah,
we really do.
But 80% completion percent. 80.
Yeah. Mason Rudolph.
That's
Mason
a
Rudolph
completion-
is
that's
killing
different.
it.
80. No, that's Kenny.
But Mason Rudolph was killing it
That's
like
different.
week 1 and 2, and then like 3 when they was letting Kenny play like the back end. Yeah, for real. Like for real. But Mason Rudolph, percentage wise, the first 2 weeks was killing everybody. It was not even close. But yeah, you know, I want to see Mitchell Trubisky on the field. I think he'll be a different player coming this year. And really, you know, we talking about sleepers. Somebody you want to pick 7th, 8th round, you ain't got your second quarterback. Let's see what Mitchell Trubisky does, because if you remember, that's a dynamic quarterback. In Chicago, he had to run.
And any starter, I would pick a starter before anything else.
Yeah,
if they're not starting,
yeah,
like,
Chicago,
that's
he
that's
had
a
to
scary
run.
pick. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
and I think then this year it'll be his year to say, look, the resurgence of Mitchell Trubisky in a different offense. My coach believes in me. I believe in my coach. The coaching staff in Chicago didn't believe in me. They didn't want me in the first place. They didn't want to move up in the draft. You know what I'm saying? So I think all of that's going to play a huge part into how Mitchell Trubisky comes out.
He did come from a low end team, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he
or
came
low end,
a low expectation
coaching
team.
organization.
Right, a low expect. They expected him to be. They expected him to be somebody else. They expected Carson Wentz, and this coach did not. And this is where I say, if you watch the pivot with, you know what I'm saying, with Ryan Clark, and they went to Coach Tomlin's house. Coach Tomlin made a bunch of sense about it because they were trying to ask him questions about Mitchell Trubisky without saying Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah,
and he simply said some coaches shy away from coaching. Period.
Yeah.
If you know he can't do it, why are you making him do what he can't do?
Yeah, right.
So why not get out there and coach the young man into doing what he can do?
Yeah, he a great coach.
Right. And to me it make more sense. You want to say you the quarterback whisperer? How you gonna be the quarterback whisperer, but you can't help him get better?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Coach Tomlin is gonna, reinvigorate his mind and his aura for playing. Because you gotta remember, dog, none of these boys are trash. They are not as good as other players, like when you compare it to Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, but certain things in between coming out of that draft and coming off of them college fields change. And then if you not getting, it's like if I'm not inspiring you to do well, at the same time they are young men. Just imagine. Everybody remember 22, 23, 24-year-old you. I can't imagine like millions of dollars and going, man, forget this, man. I got $20 million, man. I'm about to go home. Yeah. And so let's
I got one more.
But go ahead.
He's not really on the bottom end, but I don't think people will make it their first selection at the position of running back. But before we go to the next segment, I say Saquon Barkley. He's gonna be the comeback.
Okay. That's a good one, Sweat. I like that one. Right. Because that Giants offense is gonna be, they're gonna be relying on him, but they're gonna try not to. I think is one of the things. Danny Jones is a quarterback who has shown flashes in a pan, as they say. You got a flash in the pan. It looks good. You pull the lid off the pan and it's burnt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try to say Saquon here, but that injury.
Giants always flourish off of good defense, though. If their defense ain't good, then they ain't gonna be good.
Yeah,
their defense not gonna be good.
Yeah.
I like Thibodeau. Thibodeau probably have a decent season. The rookie they got,
and he hurt.
Man, listen,
Bradbury go. They secondary is.
I funny for not to be funny, but somebody showed some film on and everybody has different things and different takes on things. I watch a lot of TikTok. I can't lie, right? So a lot of times my TikTok shows me a lot of football. Somebody showed me had some really horrible plays Kayvon Thibodeau and was like, man, he may not be the player they thought he was.
You know what type of defense I'm looking forward to seeing?
What's up?
I'm looking forward to seeing Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook together.
Let's go.
Harmonizing on the court.
Let's get some NBA talking.
The NBA talk, man.
Creating havoc.
Let's keep it 1,000.
As they lose.
So just like we talked about, last week's episode on 8/24, because 8/24, of course, the Lakers celebrated Kobe on 8/25.
Mamba Day.
Pretty much the Lakers went ahead and traded for Patrick Beverly.
I like that
trade to be included in a package of backcourt, which will include Russell Westbrook and himself. And these two have been mortal enemies seemingly
they don't like
the entire time they've both been in the league.
If y'all remember, Pat ran into his knee and got Russ hurt.
Right, Pat ran into
Houston and Russ was on Oklahoma City.
The year that Russell and them could have won something.
You know it's crazy. I just saw something earlier.
What's that?
Coach Ham, he says they already been in contact, you know what I'm saying? Everything in the air, like
right. Yeah, they didn't already talk,
but they already like coming up with different lineups that they play together. So they're not just going. If they do play, they're not gonna be like one on the bench, one on the court. Like they actually gonna be playing it. Like Ham got a mission, but he want to prove everybody wrong about Russell Westbrook.
And I was looking at it.
That's gonna be his coaching.
If one thing, we're gonna play some defense.
Yeah,
I was looking at it last year.
His coaching challenge. Yeah. His challenge is to get him prove people that Russell Westbrook is not washed up.
Yeah, and that Patrick Beverly can play with anybody. I was looking at some stats right for last year. To be real with you, Pat Bev shot 37% from three last year.
Ain't too bad.
That's not too bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from where he came from, you know what I mean.
I think in career, it's a high percentage for his career.
Right.
Three percentage.
And in my opinion, the biggest ordeal will be, the continuity between 2 point guards. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this is if they do it properly, right? This will be a huge way for Russell to reignite his career as far as stats go, because one of the things that I remember in watching Patrick Beverley on ESPN a few weeks ago was, him and Stephen A. Smith had that big conversation, and they was trying to say, well, what if you played for the Lakers? Like, how would you do it? And Patrick Beverley said, we would have been to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah. And Stephen A. Smith easily said, like, Stephen A. Smith is on the ball. He was like, with the way that the Lakers are currently constructed, he said, yeah, I wouldn't change a thing. He's trying to get him. Stephen A. trying to get him to say, nah, trade Russ. No, he said, no, I wouldn't get rid of nobody.
Right.
I would have we would have been to the Western Conference Finals because somewhere in there, LeBron has to not have such a responsibility where he's doing offense and defense all the time. So if Pat Bev was in there to do some of the defense,
shout out to Pat Beverly. He got an interesting story. I didn't know he had to go through that much just to get in the league.
Yeah, Pat Bev with a little bit of everywhere. Mm-hmm. He played like 8 years overseas before he came.
And what people don't know, I seen an interview. It might have been on ESPN, but no, it wasn't. It was somebody else. But he was saying that LeBron was a big part of his life coming to the league. Like they actually real close. He used to come to the house. He used to show him the ropes and show him how to be a NBA player.
I say it all the time.
It makes sense. I didn't know none of that back. He said he meant not to tell nobody about that because he didn't want nobody to really know about that.
Man, listen, man.
But it makes sense to talk about it now since they're gonna be teammates.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how in the long run LeBron is gonna influence so many other people like really closely by the time his career is over with, and then on the back end, another two GOATs kind of separated themselves from everybody in their greatness. But LeBron kind of shared his greatness with everyone, as many people as possible. Right. So it's kind of, it's two ways to be great. But one of the things that we are looking forward to is seeing the Lakers on the court, Patrick Beverley, Russell Westbrook, and possibly Buddy Hield.
Yeah, I had a question about that.
Hey man, go get
my
boy
pictures.
Donovan Mitchell, man. They want to trade him.
They're not gonna get him. They're not gonna get Donovan, bro.
We need to try to.
They ain't got no picks, bro. They ain't got no picks for it.
They wanting to do it, but I don't know how they would do it.
They don't got no picks for it. They got to do a 3-team deal. Yeah, they got to do a 3-team deal.
The Russell Westbrook part would make sense.
Right. Now, another big thing is that
they can hold down the team.
If we go to the East Coast, they're trying to say that the Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant situation is being quelling down, whereas they're trying to say that they are both reinvigorating themselves and locked into the Nets. So that means Kyrie, we're gonna be looking forward to seeing Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant on the same field.
At this point, I just want to see that now. I don't even care.
I honestly don't care. You know what I'm saying?
No more. I like the underdog look. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I remember 2 years ago when KD was coming back. Yeah. And if y'all remember, I wish we had that picture we could put up on the screen. Kevin Durant with no haircut, like looking crazy. I remember that.
He never has a haircut.
Somebody else that is really changing how they're doing right now, and I've seen it on videos, and I've seen it, some of the training regimen he's going through. Kawhi Leonard looks beastie right now, bro. He was already not a slim defender. He was already a heavier defender off top. So I can't wait to see Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. And me and Jay already had that big talk about John Wall.
Shout out to John Wall. I hope he has a great season because he just dropped some knowledge on everybody about him
and depression,
to commit suicide.
Right.
So this is great for him to have an opportunity to be on a team with a lot of stars.
Right.
Full squad. You know what I'm saying?
And it's actually is like he was going through so much. His grandmother passing of his mother. Not playing the sport he loves, getting kind of blackballed by the sport because of affiliation with gangs. And not even his affiliation with gangs, just people in general. Just John Wall just being John Wall. You can't bring your friends around. You know what I'm saying? All of that kind of probably messes with your head, especially if you're not doing what you love. And there's something else I'm really, really, really excited about seeing, to be honest with you, is going to be the resurgence of the big man. That's right. Okay, we talking about Joel Embiid. We talking about the MVP, Jokic. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to bring to the table? And I'm gonna tell you,
that's dope though.
A sleeper for the MVP.
Big Ben, that's MVP.
Yeah,
dominating.
A sleeper for the.
That's crazy on the 3.
A sleeper for the West Coast too. Denver.
Mm-hmm.
The Denver Nuggets.
Oh, and then they're going to be all healthy.
Yeah, because everybody's going to come back.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm saying?
back in the lab.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cool. So it's going to be.
As a pro.
Yeah, it's going to be Michael Porter. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. was always the X factor for 2 years. But that first year he had the back problems. The second year he played really good, but they didn't have what's my man
Murray.
name? They didn't have Murray. The last year he got hurt again. Murray was hurt.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen when Jokic gets back and Murray don't gotta handle the ball? Michael Porter Jr. don't gotta do nothing but come off of screens and shoot. Like I'm interested.
I know what's gonna happen. Ja Morant gonna dunk on the Joker. That's what's gonna happen. I'm interested to see what them Grizzlies gonna do this year.
I got to holler at my dog because you know what I'm saying. I'll be sending like snaps and stuff to Jay, right? And I seen what's my man's name for the Blazers? You know what I'm talking about? The center for the Blazers.
Center
Nurkic. Yeah, I see Nurkic in this world basketball joint. He looking kind of nice, bro.
I think he can shoot.
And they said he lost like 10 pounds, and you know what I'm saying. He looking real swift out here right now. And you know the crazy thing is they traded Nurkic for Jokic one time, right?
Nah.
What did Nurkic for Jokic?
No, what it was they were both on Denver.
They were both on Denver. Yeah,
he was doing what he was doing, and they were like, we can't keep both of them. Really
had to decide on which they got the same type of game.
Yeah, and they didn't know what they were getting in either of them.
They didn't know.
Oh, okay.
So
kept the right one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they definitely kept the right one. But you know, we'll see. Nurkic, man, he got too much. We're not gonna talk about that, man. It's too much money, man, and yeah, I want to see him actually exist in the playoffs.
Word.
But I wanted to ask y'all, when we all what we all want to go see? Who y'all want to go see?
Oh, NBA.
NBA.
Yeah. I even though you know it's LeBron's kryptonite, I would want to see the Warriors play for sure. Like to see that in person, that'd be crazy. Like all that precision.
Oh, you want to see the Lakers play the Warriors?
Oh, that'd be perfect. But I'm saying like Hawks, it don't Warriors, have to be
Hawks Warriors.
Yeah, because we got he plugged in with.
Yeah, I know he plugged in with the Hawks. Yeah, he plugged in.
I'm trying to see the Grizzlies. I'm definitely trying to see
the Grizz.
Oh, is that a possibility?
Yeah.
Nah, I would love to see
that. You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like,
that's one of the teams.
Trey versus Ja with Murray involved. That'd be crazy.
Hey, thank you.
Crazy.
I didn't think about
Ja.
that.
My number one player that I want to see in person again. Let's see who else.
He didn't play last season.
Oh, New Orleans.
Oh,
Zion gonna be back.
Interesting.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be interesting.
New Orleans versus Charlotte. So
that's another one
to the Carolinas.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one who's in the lab too. What's my man name?
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram.
You seen him? He ain't cut.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram look crazy right now.
He in the lab balling.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and your boy with them too, McCollum.
Yeah, CJ McCollum.
That's
not my boy.
And I take back what I said. That's not my boy. I said it's gonna mess up their chemistry with Zion, but I was wrong about it. I think I'm wrong about it.
CJ McCollum is up here with it. CJ McCollum is up here with it. It's gonna be different. Yeah, I think they're gonna take the next step next season. And
shout out to LeBron, man, because
oh my God, every time we say LeBron, take a shot.
He's the reason a lot of this is happening right now.
Every time Sweat says LeBron, take a shot, please.
Shout out to LeBron. When it all comes down, he's a part of the reason why the NBA is where it's at right now.
Shout out to that Sports Illustrated.
Y'all see that violin?
You know what I'm saying? On the cover with the Suns.
That violin?
Yeah, it's a picture. It's a GIF or GIF or whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, shout out to LeBron on the what cover
on
it was?
The Sports Illustrated with his Suns.
Illustrated.
So you know what I'm saying? They were celebrating. I think it's the 20th anniversary of the
St. Mary. Yeah, Chosen.
Sports Illustrated issue where LeBron was on there with
the most hated, the most stupidest hated thing ever. Like why?
So yeah,
why is he hated that he
was stupidest a part of
he lived the name.
Hold on,
he lived the name.
Stupidest.
I can see if he didn't live the name.
Oh my God,
he lived the name.
He lives the name. He
was stupid as a part of the term.
The name is alive.
I don't even know that's a word.
Stupidest was.
I don't think so. The most stupid.
No, I said the word first.
Like stupid to hate, or he's stupid and he's hated.
No.
He's most stupidest.
My thing
Yeah,
is
because you gotta. Yeah, that's how it came out. It was like the most stupidest, hated.
Yeah,
and you just kept going, and then
I'm saying like no,
it's stupid to hate LeBron.
It's the most. It's the
at this point
it's the stupidest hated
Subject.
phrase for a player that lived the phrase.
Right.
Like they call him the king. Yeah, he think he all that.
Hey, listen,
he the chosen one. They call him the chosen one before he did anything.
I'm gonna keep it real.
What?
I'm gonna keep it real. Draymond Green, and I saw this on my own Instagram. Draymond Green got married. I think about a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And of course, all the NBA hierarchy was there.
so much for competition.
The Draymond Green in his own picture, Draymond Green in his own picture was like, "Yo, so shout out to my king."
Right.
He was there.
Everybody gets
he did?
Yeah.
everybody gets wrapped up in the competition of it and them beefing on Twitter after a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in the heat of competition, and then there you are. You like shocked to see them partying together, hanging out together, fellowshipping and stuff like that.
Right.
It's just I'm just saying. All I'm saying, not you, man. I'm not see you looking at me like, bro. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna try to say that you. Yeah, it's just people.
The most criticized athlete of all time.
Man.
Criticized.
Which is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
Right.
Compared to what he does on the court. Like, why is he being criticized so damn?
We going back to it.
This man can't hang out with a player, bro. Like, oh, Jordan ain't hang out with nobody. He hang out with the basketball.
Well,
he talks to the basketball.
He hung out with Scotty.
Charles Barkley too.
Most of his friends average less than 10 points a game.
He used to hang out with Oakley when he was playing for Chicago. That's true. Okay, so let's keep it
Charles
focused.
Oakley. So why are we arguing right now? Charles Oakley is Draymond Green.
They're the same man.
So what are we talking about?
I wasn't saying anything.
Draymond a better player.
It's surprising to you.
We're gonna have a spotlight.
The step over.
Now who's a better fighter? I would put my money on Oakley every day.
Because we was just moving along.
Oh yeah, Oakley beating everybody.
Oakley
beat himself up.
For real. Okay.
They hate him. And I'm like, we was like, nah, we was moving on. But.
So now we got what we got after
fellas.
Hey man,
fellas,
I need to know. Hey Jay, man, what is that, bro? What's really going on right now?
Man, just I don't know how to. I don't know how to put this, man.
Right.
We have certain things that we've been blessed
shiny
to get this thing going. We've been blessed to have people come through and grace the scene with their presence. And we had Freeport, who was our first guest, man. Me and Freeport had a talk before we did this, and I was like, man, you're gonna be our first guest, man. You're gonna be our first guest. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna be the first guest. And it came to that. We're gonna have some more guests on the way, but
several more.
I know y'all see this behind me,
and it's a clue.
That is a clue,
like DJ Clue,
to our next guest, clues. Which actually part of an Emmy award-winning team. So shout out to your boy Steve Mo, man.
The plug,
the plug.
Stephen Morrison.
Orangeburgs.
Yes.
Drop one of the clues bomb for Steve Mo.
Orangeburg Wilkinson's on. Orangeburg, South Carolina's on.
Yes, sir.
Drop one more bomb for Steve Mo.
A&T alumni.
So
Georgetown,
to be a special.
University
Drop a bomb for North Carolina A&T.
Yeah.
So Friday.
Just for him.
Right.
It says CSU over here, baby.
I'm about to say, man, y'all really
alumni.
Y'all really caught up in it right now.
So okay.
Bulldog saying, shout out for it.
Hey man.
Okay.
Gotta blow it up.
So yeah, man, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all do your thing. Y'all your boy.
Right.
It's the man. I mean,
we excited.
Yeah, man.
So Friday.
I knew him since single digits, so that's definitely a brother.
Shout out to Felton.
Yeah, shout out to Felton, man. Shout out to everybody wearing uniforms now.
Right.
And nobody talking about it.
Right.
Nobody talking
now
bad
everybody
about
wearing uniforms, right? Y'all they're catching up with the times.
Now everybody want to show out with their shoes now.
And that's how it went back in the day. Like y'all be flexing y'all shoes like that.
Okay, so the uniforms was the same, but everybody the shoe game had to be
A1.
Yeah. Like we've been doing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's what's up. That's what's
You know what I'm
up.
saying?
So like
Some things come to the light later. That's all.
in terms of where we going with this, we're gonna have Steve Mo on Friday. Make sure that you tuned in, like, share, subscribe. Everybody knows the deal. Jay, you gonna be here? Joe gonna be here? Sweat gonna be here?
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not
And
missing this one.
shout out to OW too, because we definitely gonna have some eyes on that game before the interview. We gonna have a full-fledged day and night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, I see they at OW they incorporating that sports marketing and media into the student body.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
they got a new Instagram page, OWHS Athletics.
Dope.
Have people on the sidelines interviewing.
Oh,
coaches.
that's dope.
Oh, so they want to act like they want to have broadcast journalism at Orangeburg Wilkinson now.
Let's go.
Wow. 20 years late, but we missed that. But hey, I'm glad that the kids there now had the opportunity, man. It's opening their eyes to a world, you know what I'm saying? That's very positive.
That's dope.
And I mean, who doesn't love sports?
Who doesn't love sports? Who doesn't love Instagram? Kids love Instagram.
It's already paying off because they said the last game was like so packed it looked like a homecoming game.
Yeah,
like,
there was an orange out. Yeah,
wow.
The price was orange. Yeah.
I think that's really dope. I think we gotta
shout out to the coaching staff, man.
Exactly.
OW finally got it right, and they hired a former player, man. It's like the first former player to be the head coach. He knows, he has the recipe. You know what I'm saying? He was former coach at Lake Marion. Coach Mike Williams, NFL player. Coached another guy who was an NFL. I can't. His name escapes me right now.
Oh, that's true.
Former athletic director at Edisto. You know what I'm saying? So now he brought a full circle, man. We finally got a coach that played there. He gets it. He knows what's what he wants to the young guys that's on the team. His whole coaching staff is young former players for
That's
OW.
dope too.
Majority of them played there. You know what I'm saying? So they can relate to the kids. They not old.
They know what it's like to be in the bird.
Trying to beat that old school mentality in the kids. They relate to the kids. They're young enough to be able to relate with them and understand them.
And right now, these children are of the world. These kids is of the world. They gonna find out whether you telling the truth or not.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
Hey, what's your Instagram? They gonna
right? Yeah. Let me see your IG. I ain't never see you on no field, boy.
That's your license now. Your IG is your license.
Basically. You know what I'm saying? Well, Sweat. What it do though? We got like birthdays.
Yeah, man. We got we got Robert Parrish,
okay,
Boston Celtics.
Okay, the
famous
Chief.
for the number 00, which a lot of players are using now.
Right.
I always thought that was
he got a couple of them rings with
so unique
Larry Bird.
The number 0. We got Cameron Diaz, a great actress.
All right,
you've seen her in a lot of your movies.
Don't forget about Cameron Diaz. We love Cameron Diaz here.
We got Andy Roddick. He's a tennis player, tennis player.
Yeah, one of the last great American male tennis players.
One
of the last male, and he's been out of tennis for like 13 years now. But he was the last, I think, male American U.S. Open champion or something like that.
Got it right.
So yeah, we haven't seen anybody American male even in the top 20 since Andy Roddick. So shout out to Andy Roddick.
That's dope. And we got Trevor Jackson. Is an artist and an actor.
Yeah, dog. That's a chef.
He has my first name.
Superfly, right?
Superfly buddy.
Yeah, that was one of his most recent known.
Out here looking like Davey Rickenbacker and stuff, bro.
In the movie. And then we got Michael Bridges from the Phoenix Suns.
That's a weird
Michael. Yeah, that's a funny picture, buddy, bro. What's that?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Like you saying, how you? So
I missed another one.
We got some.
Birthdays, man. It's cool.
Give me one.
Sean Alexander,
running back
from Seattle.
Dang.
And New England.
I must have got the wrong website. I ain't see that one, bro.
No, it's plenty.
I would have loved to put it.
I don't get much wrapped into birthdays. I mean, you come up with
pretty dope list every time.
Billy Ray Cyrus though.
You talking last week. Hey, listen.
Hey, you won last week. No, you got me last week.
Miley Cyrus' daddy got to be in there, bro.
I just happened to notice that there was those people's birthdays that day, but
Miley Ray Cyrus,
I was like, yeah, let me go ahead.
Miley. Hey, but look, you know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, I gotta like throw in something real quick.
Let's go.
That was popular.
Last thoughts.
Mainly,
what's that?
Just like what y'all were talking about, man. And that's what we're gonna get into this interview about, man. There's a big need out there, for kids, who feel like they want to be a part of the show, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Man. you have to understand that, and it's great that the Orangeburg Wilkinson athletics department, as far as what they're doing with the social media and everything. Mm-hmm. I just love the fact that we're finally showing kids at all levels. I know somebody at the middle school. Shout out to Lou. You know what I'm saying? Shout
out to Lou.
At Clark Middle School. There's so many ways that creativity could be put out, whether it's behind the camera or in front of the camera.
Other than being the athlete. And you don't always have to be the athlete.
Right. So Steve is a good example of how you do it behind the camera.
Right.
And, you mess around and you can get an Emmy doing stuff behind the camera. It's the people behind the camera that really make it go.
Yeah,
just like Trevor's actually in front of the camera in this situation, but Trevor is behind the camera.
Appreciate it.
So it's just so many things, man, that we're gonna get into on Friday, and we're gonna just basically peel back, man, and ask him so many questions about so many different things when it comes to sports media, when it comes to what avenue to take, as far as the marketing, his media marketing, his brand ambassador.
Morrison Group, shout out to that.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff going on right now.
Right, with being a brand ambassador and things of that nature, there's just so many things, man, that you can do behind the camera.
And it was it was a grind. Like it ain't just came yesterday.
No, he been out here.
He been
out here.
You gotta trust the process, It's all gonna pay off, man.
Definitely.
So some of you parents, if y'all have kids as creatives, I don't care how you look at it. If they're a creative child, this is definitely a good interview to look in. Definitely catch it up.
So one more time, man. Big shout out to Steve Mo. We're gonna drop a bomb for Steve Mo. We're gonna be back in the building on Friday. This is where I was going, right?
The woman in the black dress.
So check this out. Everybody knows. I think we brought it into context last week. You know what I'm saying? Serena Williams is slated to move on in her career as the ambassador of African American girls to play tennis. And it's been Coco Golf. We wouldn't have had that without Serena. I can't. I'm trying to think of the young Asian black young lady. I can't think of her name right now. She's mixed.
She said.
I know. It's in my head, but of course, right now I can't think of it. But those players wouldn't have been here without her. Naomi Osaka. There we go. Naomi Osaka. We wouldn't have her without Serena. And of course
Sloane.
Yeah, Sloane Stevenson. Right. You know what I'm saying? I said Coco already. Yeah. So it's really dope that the US Open. She could have lost yesterday for all we know, but she won in straight sets. She won 6-3, 6-3.
She got a tough opponent coming up, but I'm hoping I hope she go out on top.
She faces Anita Kitanote. I think she's like the number 2 in the world. Mm-hmm. Crazy. So the whole thing is Oprah. Shout out to Oprah.
That might be the right one.
You and those buttons.
all kinds of buttons today.
He did it.
Hey, look. Okay, let's do this again. Shout out to Oprah.
Views of the Rec Room.
All right, shout out to Oprah. Everybody know I love Oprah. Shout out to Harpo. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with it. The whole thing is they did like a whole Serena tribute last night after the win. She could have lost for all we know. Yeah. I don't know why.
She was rocking them diamonds too.
Yeah, to a degree. I don't know why they did it after the first round. Yeah, she had everything. They had the stands, the guys, people was wearing t-shirts that say, and it was in line to spell "We Love Serena." It was a star-studded event. Beyonce, Kelly Rapinoe. Mike Tyson was in the stands, brother. What are you talking about? Okay, Jay-Z somewhere. We know Jay had to be there. The Jigga Man, Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? At Arthur Ashe Stadium. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like the farewell tour for sure.
Yeah, this is this is what happened. She's got her 102nd win at Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is the most ever. That's a big deal. Okay. And everybody was trying to compare it to something, and you know what I thought about? This is what I thought, because she won her first U.S. Open in '97, if I'm not mistaken, and the whole thing is they were trying to compare it, and I was like, what's a good sports analogy that we could all relate to, right? Here on the show and our watches, beating Serena at the U.S. Open, maybe not in the finals necessarily, or in the finals, is almost like beating Duke at Cameron Indoor.
That can be done, bro. We did that, man. This year.
It's very rarely done, but it can be done.
Hey, man.
But I just want to throw that out, man. I'm not a Duke.
Nobody want to hear that, man.
I'm not a Duke.
We do.
But no, I got the last one. Last thing I got.
What? Wait.
Last thing I got. You know what else is going on that's big too? Big. We gotta throw it out there. We're gonna go back to baseball real quick. We can't forget about Albert Pujols' chase for greatness right now. Oh, yeah. Albert Pujols, he's on 694 home runs. He's 2 behind A-Rod. Okay. He's hit a home run on 450 pitches. Nobody will ever match that. That's impossible. Okay. Right now, like I said, he's 2 behind A-Rod. Okay. And at 694, he is 6 away from 700. There are only 3 people to reach 700 home runs, and that's Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
So you throw Albert Pujols in there, and he's had what? He's had 21 seasons of 15 home runs or more. That is ridiculous.
He's been around
for a minute.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Albert Pujols. Shout out to that wild card race we mentioned earlier. Big shout out to Jay for our baseball coverage. You know what I'm saying, letting us in on the knowledge. And yeah, man, I think we ran it up today. What y'all think?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of content.
A lot of content, brother.
Who doing that?
Who going where they not at?
Countdown to week 1.
We are, son.
Let's go.
Yo, so you know what it is, man. Like, share, subscribe. It's your boy K-Whit. Man, the podcast was great. The home team was great. The listeners was great. The watches is great. I can't wait to do it again.
We right back at y'all on Friday.
Back at y'all on Friday. Big shout out to Steve Mo the plug. What it do? We can't wait to get you in the building.
Who goes where we go?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody.
Hey.
Yeah. Yo, man, we gonna do it proper too, man. Shout out to the home team,
man.
Proper room.
All right, man. Yo, check us out Friday. We back in the building. Steve Mo, what it do?
We taking command next week, y'all.
No.
Yo, shout out to Brian Robinson.
Week 1 finna be good, man.
Shout out to Brian Robinson.
Y'all gonna see what we do to the Bills.
Be on the lookout for the Rec Zone.
Be out.
Sundays.
Be on the lookout for that fantasy win your boy gonna have. Fantasy wins.
Yeah, win.
I'm gonna win on the low.
A win.
I'm gonna win on the low. Y'all don't see me, but y'all hear me.
The champ is here.
Hey, y'all don't see me, but y'all hear me.
The champ is here.
I'm about to put it on the shirt, man.